TGIF, y'all. How are y'all doing today? Y'all, welcome. It is a beautiful day. Y'all, I had to kind of recant about one of my stories on the age of the youngest child of Diddy's, of the SA victims. I did confirm that it was a 6-year-old. That's the youngest that I found. And you guys, this Diddy's male victim, he exposes him trying to SA him at 6 years old, you guys. So there was a 6-year-old child of Diddy's, a victim of Diddy's, who was a 6-year-old child, you guys. And you guys, oh my goodness, I found some receipts on this. He's of course a grown adult now, but he was 6 years old when Diddy was like SAing him, like disgustingly, y'all. This is crazy. Hey, Arctic One, welcome in the building, y'all. I hope you guys are having a wonderful TGIF, you guys. I hope y'all are having a great day, y'all. How are y'all doing today? In the comment box, on a scale of 1 to 10, let me know how y'all day is going. 1 being awful, 10 being fabulous. Let me know how y'all's Friday is going, y'all. But welcome in. Y'all, we are gonna be talking about Diddy's male victim exposes him trying to SA him when he was 6 years old. Y'all, welcome in. Hey, I'm glad you are having a number 10 day. That is wonderful. Yeah, so you guys, I did find Diddy's 6-year-old victim. He's a grown adult now. I'm not sure what his age is at this point, but he was 6 years old when his parents took him to one of Diddy's parties, you guys. I guess his parents were like, well, the party was safe, but you guys, who is taking a little 6-year-old to a grown adult party? Y'all, people, what is wrong with people? Some people are just a hot mess. Like, you should know not to be taking no 6-year-old child to no adult party. But the parents said that, they thought it was okay to take him to the party. Absolutely not. Y'all, what is wrong? Some people, I don't know where these parenting skills come from these days. I mean, that was back in the day, but you should know that a party that you're invited to does not consist of bringing a 6-year-old child. Y'all, let's get into it. So I have an article. We're here, Inside Edition, you guys, and it tells, the title is A Man Who Attended Diddy Party at 6-Year-Old Talks, y'all. It is awful, y'all. As you guys know, there is a lot of victims already, over 3,000, I know of last week, that have called the hotline for this Diddy, essaying, to get legal guidance and possibly a lawsuit after they are vetted. Y'all, it is crazy. It was crazy, y'all. Welcome in. Happy TGI Friday, y'all. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. I'm having a fantastic day. It is beautiful outside, y'all. We having a wonderful day, but y'all, we are gonna get into it, y'all. Because y'all, Diddy is be doing the most on the coast. Y'all know that he went to court yesterday and he got denied. They were like, no, Diddy, you're not coming out. Yeah, no, you're going back to cell block 1 where you belong, because you're a savage and you told us that you were a savage. Hey, on you guys. Welcome in, Tigra. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome in, y'all. Hold on just a second. What's wrong? Okay, there we go. Jamil, so you got my other mind. Welcome. Yes. So we are going to be talking about the 6-year-old child that was SA at one of Diddy's parties. Why his parents took him there, y'all, is beyond my thoughts. Because a 6-year-old child does not need to be going to no adult party, y'all. What is wrong with these parents? Even though it was years ago, you should have known that is not a place for the 6-year-old child. And y'all, these people, they think that, their elevator does not go to the top floor. Like, why are you taking a 6-year-old to a party where you thought it was safe? Absolutely not, y'all. Smash the like button. Hey, D-Dot. Hey, Payne. Welcome. We got the loungers in the building, y'all. We got the loungers is showing up and showing out. Wow. I hope y'all are all having a wonderful Friday. TGIF, y'all is showing out, showing up, and showing out. Yes, indeed. Jamil said surviving Diddy Glover preschool freak off. Yes, Jamil. Yes, yes. The preschool freak, yeah, the preschool freak off is, I mean, it is crazy. Y'all, we're going to get into this video. We're going to check it out, y'all, and we are going to deliver this message on this 6-year-old because I thought the youngest was 9. Because I was like, oh no, the youngest wasn't 6, it was 9. No, it's actually, it was 6 years old, the youngest one that we're aware of now. But y'all, we are going to get into it, y'all. We are going to get into it, y'all. This is, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with my... Okay, it's still going. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. But anyway, we're going to get into it, y'all. We are going to get into it. So I'm going to play this video right here. And it talks about the young 6-year-old boy. But y'all, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I don't know why my internet is acting up, y'all. I have no idea. But we're going to work it. We're going to work through. That's too bad, you guys. I'm gonna just come back and restart my live, but hopefully it doesn't get to that point, y'all. We're gonna survive this internet today, y'all. But let me turn the internet, I'm sorry, my internet. I'm gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna listen to this video, y'all, because this is sickening. Diddy was doing the most on this coast. I'm telling y'all, it is so crazy. Pain. No, you guys, I live in a brand new area. My home just got built in not too long ago. And it's like the internet just wants to act crazy. Like, I don't understand, y'all. But, y'all, we're going to work through this internet. We're surviving the internet, y'all. Surviving the internet today, y'all. But we're going to get into it. So, just hang tight. And we're going to get into it, y'all. We is going to get into it. So, I'm going to switch the camera. And we are going to get into it, y'all.
Annual 4th of July party in the Hamptons. All of the well-known partygoers wore white, and it wasn't exactly a family-friendly event. Now imagine you're a 6-year-old kid and you find yourself a guest there. Allison Hall has more.
Can you believe this 6-year-old boy was once a guest at Diddy's infamous white party? The disgraced mogul has his arm draped around a young Justin Liptowski back in 1999. Justin is now 31 and tells Inside Edition about taking that photo.
He put his arm around me in an uncomfortable way, close to areas that you shouldn't as a grown man.
He recalls what he saw at the party.
So I remember marijuana and topless women. That's the two main things that I...
You guys, marijuana, topless girls, and a 6-year-old child at a Diddy party, y'all, is that inappropriate? I mean, tell me, y'all, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I am missing something. This is crazy. This is crazy. But y'all, let's continue, because I mean, let's continue, y'all. This is crazy.
Remember?
So, how'd he end up there? Well, his father, David Allen, was Diddy's photographer, snapping pictures of partygoers in the Hamptons. Justin's mom, Maya, was also there. She says the party was family-friendly at first, but then turned raunchy.
People were getting high. There were...
What is family-friendly is a grown white man Diddy party when you already knew all of the things that was going on with Diddy, and everybody knows that when Diddy has these parties in Hollywood, they know that it's a grown person's party, not for a place where no 6-year-old child belongs. But y'all, let's continue. This is crazy.
Girls swimming topless, young-looking girls that were, not dressed. We moved to another part of the house so that he wouldn't be exposed to what was going on.
In later years, Diddy implemented a curfew for children.
Kids have like an hour left, so get extra comfortable. This thing turns won't come to.
I think he's a monster.
This week, Houston-based lawyer Tony Busby says more than 120.
Okay, so now she's saying she thinks that Diddy's a monster, but after you took your 6-year-old child to the party, when you knew a 6-year-old child does not belong at no grown folks all-white party. So, ma'am, get it together, okay? You need to have a couple of seats and maybe a couple of hot toddies, too, because you should have known a 6-year-old child does not belong at no all-white grown party. Y'all, let's continue. These parents is out to lunch.
People are coming forward with claims Diddy sexually abused them.
Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15.
Did Diddy assault you in any way?
When you say assault, I don't know the exact definition, but he put his arm around me in an uncomfortable way.
Diddy is now behind bars, facing federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. He denies all claims of sexual abuse, including against minors.
Y'all, look, y'all know that Diddy did more probably than that when that little boy, that was years ago, y'all. Diddy probably was rubbing him, groping him, doing all kind of stuff because he's done it to all these children. Now, the law firm confirmed that the youngest was like 9 years old. And that's where I thought I remember seeing it, but I had thought about, I seen it, a 6-year-old being the youngest. That's why yesterday I was like, last night on my live, I was like, you know, the youngest was not 6, it was 9, but it is actually 6 years old. This guy, I guess they said he was Diddy's photographer. Him and his wife and the little 6-year-old boy went to the party. Now, if you're a photographer and you are like, you know, taking pictures for Diddy's parties, y'all already know what time it is. The boy said he was seeing women with, you know, topless. There was, you know, marijuana, there was rugs and everything at that party. Tell me how you think as a grown woman and man, a father to this child, where you think that is appropriate for a 6-year-old to go to a party. Like Barney was there or something, like they had the bouncy balls and the bouncy houses and stuff like that. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. And y'all, they probably invited these kids to try to recruit these other kids, because y'all know it's alleged what Ali was saying. Ali Carter, one of Diddy's minor victims, Rex trafficking, that she and other kids were provided by CPS, you guys. So was Diddy allowing these other regular people to bring their kids so they could try to DD and SA them to try to recruit them? Y'all, this is crazy. Y'all, this is bananas. But y'all, let me get to my other article. But y'all, Diddy was trying to do all kind of things to try to recruit these kids, you know, different ways. This is crazy. I mean, this is ridiculous, you guys. But here's another article from the news, the New York Post, y'all, and it tells what it says. A 6-year-old guest at Sean Diddy Combs' white party recounts open. Recounts open rugs. Naked women, y'all, everywhere. Like, what constitutes a 6-year-old child seeing that, y'all? Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. But this is crazy. This is like,
so you got like a 6-year-old
this
kid.
is really crazy. Let's see. Let me go back.
So you got like a 6-year-old.
So I'm gonna put it on. Hold on. We're gonna listen to that, y'all. This is crazy, y'all.
Take him to the zoo. Take him to some theme park, maybe Coney Island. Take him to Serendipity for a frozen hot chocolate, personal favorite. But would you take him to a party at Diddy's house? That's the question. And that is what 2 parents did. David Allen and Maya Litovsky took their son, Justin Litovsky, then 6 years old, to a party at Diddy's house on July 4th weekend of 1999. It seemed like it was going to be a regular barbecue. Barbecue in the Hamptons, what could be wrong? When they get there were like a bunch of naked chicks hanging out at the pool, topless at least, and pot smoke in the air. I mean, not great for a kid. Plus, there was a guy walking around with a t-shirt that said F Giuliani. I mean, you probably don't even want him looking at the guy's t-shirt.
Y'all, if you guys seen this at a party and you had your 6-year-old child there, would y'all not just take the child back home or tell somebody to come, hey, come and get little Billy, because Billy, this is a little bit too much for him to be watching all of this going down. You know, people that are naked, females that are naked, you know, where's the other little kids at? Was this a way for Diddy to recruit other kids, y'all? I'm thinking this is a way that Diddy was trying to recruit these other kids besides the CPS kids that were given to him by the CPS office, which Ali Carter, which was a minor Rex trafficking victim of Diddy's, said that the CPS was offering them up to Diddy and these nasty parties. But was this another way he was trying to get other little kids, was through people that he worked for him to bring their kids and whoever else's kids, y'all? I don't put nothing past it. I'm just saying Diddy was doing the most, trying to recruit kids and have all these kids at his house. I mean, this is awful, you guys, but let's continue.
So it definitely was a bad call. And they were kind of shocked. Like, you know, the mother goes, Well, I didn't think they would be like that. I mean, like, why would they let a little kid in? You have to show ID to get into a bar, but not to get into Diddy's party? Well, I guess that's the case. And then the coup de grace of the whole thing, the father is a party photographer. So he was there working. He was taking pictures of people at the party, for his job. And listen, he got to bring his family there as a perk. Hang out with Donna Karen, Jay-Z. Lil' Kim was there. Sounds pretty cool to me. I could see why he did it. But they had no idea that doing it would be bringing them into the Diddy environment. So, word of caution to people with 6-year-olds. Next time you're invited to Diddy's party, spring for a babysitter.
Breaking news: Diddy's not having no more parties unless they're cell block 1 in the MDC federal penitentiary. And right now, the only ones that are invited to those parties is roaches and crickets and rats, y'all, because that's the only party that he's having, because he will never ever see the light of day no more, y'all. Diddy is not going to be, he will never see his mansions. He will never ever go and see a car. He will never ever drive again, because y'all, Diddy is locked up and they won't let him out, y'all. Diddy is not going nowhere, y'all. He will never ever have another party unless it's a cell block party. A OVO cell block 1 party, y'all. I'm just saying. But y'all, that was another article that was done by the New York Post, y'all. Y'all, what is going on with these people? Why are you taking a child? I cannot, my brain cannot process the fact that this is a 6-year-old child. That a 6-year-old child don't belong at this party. Why couldn't you, get your mom or your sister or a babysitter to watch this child? Or when you even went there, you thinking that it's kid friendly, right? But when you get there, you see naked girls in the pool. There's rugs there. I mean, people smoking, them trees and all this other stuff. Yo, why didn't you stop and say, you know what? I can't let my 6-year-old see all this. This is a little bit too much. And be like, okay, I need to go take my child home, or take him to the auntie's house, or go let him play with his cousins or something like that. Instead, they let him stay there for I don't know even how long. But he said that Diddy was touching him. Diddy was touching him to try to check his, his temperature, to see, if he would accept the fact that he was doing that to him. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know what in the world Diddy was thinking, but like I said, at the same time, the parents are responsible. They should have never took him over there. I don't understand why you take a child over there to that party. But y'all, people, their elevators don't go all the way to the top, y'all. It is crazy. It is ridiculous. I mean, I have no idea what in the world them parents was thinking. But y'all, let's continue. So the next thing that we're gonna talk about, y'all, is, remember last week last week they had a big conference, a press conference with the law firm in Houston, Texas, right? So at the law firm, when they were having the press conference, they made this number. It's a hotline for minors. All these, what in the world? Okay. Now that they are reporting, y'all, my internet is acting up, but we're going to get through this. But now that they are reporting, you guys, that there's 12,000 calls that have been, received to that hotline. Yeah, can y'all hear me now? I know it was buffering. My internet is horrible. What is going on? Y'all, my internet is acting up. But you guys, this 6-year-old child, the same child that I thought it was 6 years old, but they are reporting as young as 9. Y'all smash the like button. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Okay. So anyway, this law firm in Houston, they reported that the youngest was 9 years old. But when I found this with a 6-year-old, that's when I was like, oh, I got to bring this to my loungers, you guys. I got to bring this to my loungers. So here we have Law and Crime, you guys. We're going to go listen to them and see what they have to say. So what they're saying is that it says P. Diddy reporting hotline gets flooded, y'all. They are flooding out this hotline with this law firm in Houston, you guys. 12,000 calls in 24 hours. Do you guys remember when Jaguar Wright Jaguar Wright went on the Piers Morgan show last week, you guys, right? Even though they supposedly took it down because Jay-Z was whining like him and Beyonce, the witch, allegedly, was crying and whining and wanted Jaguar's interview taken down. But anyway, Jaguar Wright was saying, like, well, how many victims do, like, these people have? And Jaguar was like thousands, probably thousands. A lot, y'all. It's crazy. Yeah. They want to try to silence Jaguar Wright, but y'all, they could take the video down all they want to. Do y'all know that video already reached so many people? Like, Piers Morgan has a huge platform. It's like going on CNN. They reached out to, look, all the hills, the valleys, in the mountaintops, y'all. They even probably like a little bit in the weeds. I mean, y'all, that interview reached down on like everywhere. So who cares? Jay-Z and Beyonce? Yeah, y'all take it down because it's already been played. Okay, Pierce gave him an apology, gave him what they want, because Jay-Z and them crying like a little baby, slinging snot. Jay-Z and Beyonce, we know that you're nasty people, and when you did that, all it did was let everybody know that y'all are guilty. So yeah, take it down. Who cares? Jaguar, she still got her point across. It was still played, and everybody heard how nasty Jay-Z and Beyonce are, because I never liked Jay-Z. I never liked Beyonce. That's just my personal opinion, y'all. If they were to give me a concert ticket to Beyonce's, I would tell them I'll rip it up and throw it in the trash, because I never liked her. I never have. That's just my opinion, y'all. Everybody has their own voice. Everybody is, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my opinion, I don't like neither one of them. They're nasty. You could tell Jay-Z, every time he gets on the camera, he's like, it looks like he is like, his hands is always in the cookie jar. Like, he was with like Aaliyah at a young age, Beyonce at a young age, Rihanna at a very young age. Y'all, they are doing too much. But anyway, we're going to talk about Diddy and this, this 12,000 calls within 24 hours from this new law firm that is accepting, calls, and they're going to, help process lawsuits for Diddy and the other people who took advantage. They DV'd, essayed, raped all these little children, you guys. It's awful, it's awful, it's awful. And what the law firm said, according to the other day, they are saying that some of the people that they already sued have already been trying to pay out these minors. But you guys, that is only like feeding the feds. Oh man, the feeding the feds they got the dessert. This is dessert for the feds, because if you guys don't know, the feds are watching. They're looking. They're like, oh, okay. This person with Diddy, and this person was, sexually assaulting this and raping this kid, and essaying DVing this person, and they paid them $25 billion, trillion, whatever. Oh, okay, the feds are watching. They're looking and they're lurking, and as soon as they get ready, they're gonna go get them. Watch, y'all. Just watch what I tell you guys. Watch. But y'all, we gonna listen to this Law and Crime. Talking about the 12,000 calls in 24 hours to this law firm that is helping all the minors of the Diddy saga with the SA and DV of these minors. But y'all, let's check this video out, y'all. Let's go. Let's check this video out. Let me bring it up.
New York. To custody in New York after he was indicted by a grand jury. He's now facing federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Diddy's arrest came nearly 6 months after federal investigators raided 2 of his homes in both Los Angeles and Miami. We now know the feds collected guns, ammunition, electronic evidence, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant when they executed those search warrants. Federal prosecutors now believe they have a major case against.
Now, you guys, they are saying that these bottles of baby oil, that they were not baby oil, it was something else. But I told my loungers, I told you guys, if it is not baby oil, the feds are very smart but very meticulous. They're going to send all those bottles of baby oil to the lab to be tested, every single bottle. Because who's to say that in some of those bottles it may have been this, in some of the bottles it may have been that. They're going to make sure that they test every single bottle of so-called baby oil that they got from Diddy's house. But y'all, let's continue.
Diddy that could lead to some serious jail time. all thanks to the evidence collected there, including apparently incriminating digital evidence showing something called freak-offs. The federal indictment against Diddy mentions this evidence and also defines freak-offs, saying they were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. But the federal indictment isn't the first time we heard the phrase freak off or got word that some of his illegal activity may have been recorded. Last November, Diddy's ex, Cassandra Ventura, filed civil suit against him, alleging years of abuse, all at the hands of Diddy. And Cassie's lawsuit also introduced us to the now infamous term freak off. She says it started when Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles. The man, Mr. Combs, and Miss Ventura wore masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform sexual acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched them. He allegedly masturbated while he directed Miss Ventura and the man to do specific sexual acts. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak-off, or FO. He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments that he wanted an FO, and Miss Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of male sex workers. Okay, I know you're multitasking when you're watching our videos, and if you're out and about running errands, listen up. I have to tell you about the free app Upside that gets you cash back on daily essentials. It's something I use every time I pump gas.
You guys, isn't this like something that is like, I mean, y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, I can't believe how many people have called this hotline, you guys, but over 12,000 minors have called this hotline because they are saying that Diddy or whoever is on these lawsuits have done this deviant and essaying to him. Y'all, this is awful. This is awful. But this law firm, they took over and they're saying that they're going to help these kids. But y'all, let's continue.
Filed, but the damage to Diddy's image had already been done. Her lawsuit paved the way for at least a dozen more civil suits to be filed against the now disgraced singer, all citing the same terrifying pattern, that Diddy would allegedly drug these victims or force them to drink alcohol that was oftentimes laced. After that, he would sexually assault them or force them to have sex with a prostitute or both. During all this, Diddy often recorded the entire incident and would later use it as blackmail to keep these victims quiet. But it's now these alleged recordings that have become Diddy's undoing in terms of both federal and civil cases. So the recordings are referenced in the indictment against him, but they're also referenced in multiple of Diddy's civil suits. He's listed as a defendant in a dozen suits right now, but that number is about to be bumped to the triple digits over the next month, when 120 new suits are expected to be filed. The attorney behind these lawsuits, Tony Busby, says 60 of the survivors filing suit are women and the other 60 are men. Of them, 25 allege they were sexually assaulted as minors. More than half of these...
You guys, y'all know, like, kind of back in the day, it was more about, you know, we got to protect our girls. We got to make sure the little girls are safe. They got to make sure that, you know, y'all watch out for each other. You got to protect the little girls. But now you have to protect the little girls and little boys from predators like these. I mean, this is terrible, you guys. But y'all, let's continue.
Survivors already spoke out about the abuse, reporting it to police or hospitals. As Busby explains, this is not a class action lawsuit, but rather
If you're a YouTuber and you want to save...
Y'all, this is, I mean, I cannot believe, I mean, y'all, to start out with getting calls, even like 3,000 victims that are calling, y'all, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. But y'all, let's continue.
State where their incident occurred. Busby says the assaults took place in Los Angeles, Miami, and New York, and they date as far back as 1991. He says these lawsuits will describe multiple new allegations, including violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitating sex with controlled substances, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, and sexual abuse of minors. Busby held a press conference about these lawsuits on Wednesday. I spoke with him on Thursday, and he told me a staggering number of additional survivors came forward after that presser.
We've had 12,000 calls since, I guess, in about, 24 hours. And so our Herculean task is to try to sift through every one of these calls and make sure that we are identifying those who are victims and those who are witnesses and collect evidence. I mean, we have about almost 100 people working on this task. We have 120 cases that we are preparing to file, and we're trying to sift through another 12,000 phone calls and contacts that we've received in the last 24 hours.
Y'all, 12,000 calls in the last 24 hour, in a 24-hour time frame. Y'all, that is a lot of people coming forward. You know, they have to vet, they have to make sure that these people are coming forward with legit, you know, actual claims saying that Diddy did do these awful things to them. But y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
Heard that right. 12,000 people came forward in the span of 24 hours. They allege abuse at the hands of Diddy, but some accusers mention other names too. Busby says they're high-profile names that will shock us, meaning some A-list celebrities also allegedly have been involved in these freak-offs. There's also reports that at least one of these major celebs can be seen in an incriminating video taken at a freak-off. So we don't know these names for sure yet, but we could soon. As Busby says, he plans to name drop in the coming suits. But there may be a few exceptions. There are some reports that one or multiple of these A-listers is working to settle these lawsuits before they're filed. And if that's the case, we may never know their names at all. There's a lot to unpack here, so it's time to bring in civil trial.
You guys, we may not know their names, but trust me, the feds can subpoena paperwork on those court cases to the Busby, you know, law firm to see who is those people that are paying out these lawsuits and saying, you know, hey, is this person on the lawsuit, did they pay that? Was, you know, if it's, and just an example, like, did Denzel pay this minor child? Did Denzel pay this person off? Okay, we need to subpoena on that whole case and see, you know, the paperwork and what is in there and what they're saying that this person did to these minor children. Y'all, this is only the beginning, y'all. Let's continue.
Attorney David Ring. I just wanted to start with this news about the new 120 lawsuits that are set to be filed over the next 30 days. I mean, in the past, we had a dozen civil suits against Diddy, but now more than 100. So what's your reaction there with all these dozens of lawsuits headed his way?
The floodgates have opened. You know, here we go. And what's going to happen is, you know, you have this lawyer out of Texas who's rounding up a lot of new claimants. And we'll see how many actually get filed. But he said that he's got 120 cases, and he says it also includes minors. You know, people who were under the age of 18 when something sexual misconduct occurred between Diddy and the victim. So it's going to be very interesting to see how many of these lawsuits get filed, what the allegations are against Diddy, and again, the other thing that's going to be interesting is they're going to be filed in different jurisdictions. You know, it's not like this is not a class action. This is not just one lawsuit getting filed. It's not how it works. This is going to be apparently 120 or so individual lawsuits scattered across the country, although it sounds like most of them originated in New York. So there's going to be a lot of interesting allegations that come forward in the next few weeks or months when these cases are filed.
As you said, 120 new suits all across the nation, mostly in New York, but still, that's quite a bit of paperwork, to say the least. But then if we're talking about numbers, 12,000 is the next one that jumps out, because the attorney, I actually spoke with him last week. He said after news of this was published that these 120 civil suits were going to be filed, that 12,000 more people came forward to his firm and said that they had been violated by Diddy. Those numbers are just...
Y'all, 12,000 people. I mean, y'all, that is a lot. And this is just the beginning. Can y'all imagine how many is going to be next week? Is it going to triple to like 2,400? Like, I mean, you guys, this is crazy. Let's continue.
Startling to me. What do you make of the thousands who reported?
It's going to be very interesting to see what comes of that. I mean, that's an eye-opening number. That's a number that is difficult at first glance to believe. There's 12,000 people out there that claim that some sort of sexual misconduct occurred to them from one person. And so it wasn't clear to me if he received 12,000 calls about something, or if these were really all legitimate types of cases or people calling. So again, I don't know. Let's take that with a grain of salt, maybe, the 12,000 people calling. But what he did say for sure is, you know, he has signed up over 100 people and obviously has got a lot more calls to go. So we could be looking at several hundred cases when all is said and done.
It's interesting that you point out that number 12,000 because as I was doing the interview, I heard him say 12,000 and I thought, oh, my mind must be auto-correcting. He means 1,200. I'm hearing and then I went back and listened to it and was like, wait, no, he actually said 12,000. So it will be interesting to see. But if that's the
You guys, this is, y'all, this is gonna be I want to know, by next week, the next couple of weeks as time goes on, exactly how many other people are gonna be there, calling and saying that he did this, he did that, because people are calling on the regular, trying to get their case, vetted so that he could take on these cases, because you have to vet these people. It's already one person has came and said, Adriana, she's an older lady, she's saying that that Diddy did essay her and had a bunch of stuff, but then her lawyer stepped away and said she's no longer going to represent her because some of the claims kind of seemed bogus basically, and she couldn't take on her case, so she stopped, she's removed herself from the case. But y'all, there are people out there perpetrating a fraud. However, they have to vet these people. But y'all, let's continue.
case could be filed? Are they corroborating the information, proving that they actually were with Diddy, things like that?
I think it's incredibly important for these civil cases to have corroborative information and corroborative evidence. That's important in every case, especially a sexual assault case. And the other important thing is the credibility of the victim. Look, there's going to be some very, very, very credible victims that come forward with legitimate cases. But you also have to realize in something like this, there's going to be some people that come forward who are not so credible. They're trying to hop on the gravy train after it's already gone down the litigation route. So, for any attorney handling any of these cases, it is incredibly important to vet the claimant, to vet the client, to make sure it's a legitimate case, that they can back it up. Because the worst thing that can happen is, these cases get filed and the victim is immediately shown to be untruthful or a liar or it didn't happen. And that really hurts all of the legitimate victims' cases. And so I think these lawyers are going to have their a tough time, not a tough time, but they're going to have to spend a lot of time really vetting these cases to ensure that there's legitimate victims, that there's corroborative evidence, that the dates match up, that the events took place when they say they took place. And that's true of every case, but really true here.
Besides the sheer number of cases that are expected to be filed, a lot of people are talking about that. But we're also talking about the major names that could be listed in these lawsuits. So this attorney has come forward and said, these names are going to shock you. A lot of them are A-list or celebrity, and there will be allegations against them. So there's also been reports that whoever these people may be are worried, retaining attorneys.
Okay, my internet is really cutting up. But you guys, she said that these my internet is really cutting up. But you guys, she said that these the people, it's going to be a lot. These people in Hollywood, a lot of these Hollywood moguls, they're running, they're scraping and scrambling. They're trying to get lawyered up because they already know what time it is with these minors coming through, and also saying, that, people in Hollywood have done this, have done that. You guys. Oh, Jamil. Thank you, Jamil. Jamil sent a super chat, you guys. Jamil. Oh, y'all are, oh my goodness. Wow. Jamil says surviving Diddy Glover. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. And Victoria, Ada, Harpening, thank you so much. And you're welcome. Y'all, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. Thank y'all for the super chat. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody that's here in the building, y'all. Thank y'all for showing me love and support, y'all. We're gonna continue. Thank y'all.
Their minds, if they know they were with Diddy at potentially one of these freak-offs.
Boy, if you're a celebrity at one of these freak-offs, the last thing you want is your name to come out in the media as being a willing participant. And so, yes, I'm sure there are a lot of high-profile people out there right now who are very concerned about what comes next, especially given the apparently the evidence that a lot of these events, these freak-offs, were filmed. That there's video out there. That you know, you have a former security person saying he filmed all sorts of things for Diddy, including these freak-offs, and now that can come back to haunt a lot of people. So I think there's a lot of worried people out there. And sure, if you're a high-profile person and you don't want to be associated with this, I guess one thing you could do would be to try to, you know, cut it off at the pass and try to reach some sort of resolution, some sort of settlement before a case ever gets filed. Now, there's a lot of pros and cons to that approach, because you might be dealing with one attorney on one case, but what about victim number two with a different attorney who decides to sue you? I mean, you're gonna go around settling all these cases with different attorneys before they ever come to fruition. So again, it's going to be very interesting who gets drawn into this Diddy net of salacious, horrible freak-offs and allegations against him. And you know, Hollywood's worried. The music industry's worried. Executives are worried, no doubt about it.
Going off what you were saying before,
You guys, everybody is running, scraping and scrambling, from executives to all these singers, rappers, movie stars. I'm telling you, because all of them were at these parties, y'all. They are scraping and scrambling. Y'all, I don't even know if there's going to be enough lawyers in this world to handle all these people, y'all, especially the minors. I mean, the minors already got, you know, a good lawyer out of Houston that, you know, he's taking on their cases. But for these famous people, these Hollywood moguls, y'all, I mean, they is scared, y'all. They is hiding you under bricks, under houses, in their basement, y'all. They taking flights, probably trying to go to other countries, because they are scared, because they already know what's coming down the pipeline. And what's already starting to come down the pipeline with this attorney in Houston, it's gonna happen. It's gonna trickle over to the feds, and I'm telling you, some indictments. I mean, it's gonna be raining indictments, y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
there have been some reports that one of these celebrities, or multiple, again, we don't know who or how many, but at least one has apparently settled before any of these suits could be filed, so that their name would not be listed in these lawsuits. I mean,
y'all, did you hear what she said? They are already settling. There's somebody that has already settled before the lawsuit even probably hit the judge's desk. Y'all, these people are guilty. They're trying to hurry up and pay their money and run. I'm telling y'all, it is going to be, I'm going to be going to Diddy's court case in May. I will be there, present and accounted for. I'm going to try to be inside the courthouse, you guys, front row seat. And y'all, I'm going to be ear hustling, and I'm going to be, I'm going to be checking everything out. It's going to be a great day to be in that courtroom on the 5th of May, you guys, because I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be looking and lurking. I'm going to be ear hustling, and I'm going to be paying attention to everything that's going on with that case. Because y'all, Diddy has a lot going on. They are even saying that they still have to finish getting the discovery from all the stuff that they have gotten from Diddy's houses on the day of the raid. Y'all, they had so much stuff that they had to get from the raid, and they're still trying to pull stuff off of the cell phones, computers, and all those electronic stuff. But y'all, let's continue.
you kind of pointed it out there, but wouldn't that be a daunting task if there are 120 lawsuits and they may be involved in all of them? What would that even look like?
A very daunting task. And so, and look, assuming that's true, that someone has come forward and settled the case, we're never going to know, right? They've settled it. It's confidential. We're never going to know who that person is, what amount they paid, what their role was. It just, it's just out there, right? And so, but I think if you are a celebrity and you're at one of these freak-offs or somehow were involved in this, it's a very daunting task to go out there and try to kind of plug the dike on all the potential cases out there. And so, I think it's also...
Y'all, we got over 1,000 people in the building. Y'all, smash the like button. Take the time to smash the like button. You guys, when they have these lawsuits, you guys, when they go and try to find these people for these lawsuits, y'all, they are trying to pay these lawsuits out before they're even, like, I guess, before they're even filed, y'all. These people are scared, y'all. These people are scared. They are scraping and scrambling, y'all. It is going to be, oh my goodness, it's going to be raining indictments, y'all. It's going to be raining indictments. Y'all, the paddy wagons are probably getting dusted off, wiped down and everything, because they are about to be going and picking up all of these people. Y'all, it's about to go down. Watch what I tell y'all. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. But y'all, let's continue.
He's doing is smart. He's floating this out there, and he's got this, you know, his 800 phone number up there, and he's generating interest for lawyers to call him for that exact reason, to say, hey, I want to try to resolve this case with you before you ever file it. And so it's a smart strategy, and it sounds like maybe it's working with these other Hollywood figures that might get drawn into the fray.
So if, let's say, one of these celebrities has reached out and settled with a plaintiff before the suit could be filed, obviously we, the public, wouldn't know their names. But is it possible that investigators would reach out to the person who was potentially going to be this plaintiff and say, hey, what are your allegations? Do you have video, in an effort to potentially prosecute this celebrity?
Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, I think the federal government has directed all of their efforts, obviously, at Diddy at this point in time. I will say this too, is that generally speaking, the law in most of the states is if you observe a crime, you don't necessarily have any legal duty to report the crime. Now, there's exceptions to that. But just generally speaking, the law is if you observe a crime and you don't report it, there's nothing you did wrong. I mean, morally, sure, you should have reported it. Legally, you don't have to report it.
You guys, have y'all ever heard that saying, if y'all see something, say something? Y'all, a lot of these people, they knew what was going on. They went to these parties knowing that Diddy was doing all this bad stuff, bringing minors to these young, to these kids, bringing these kids to this grown adult parties, bring them to the mansion, and letting these grown people take advantage of these kids, y'all. People knew what time it was. Like they were saying, I guess Denzel last week, Denzel's name came on. I mean, it was hot. Denzel's name is hot on the presses with this because Allie Carter has named him on her affidavit of truth, stating that he was one of the ones that was at these parties, and I guess, from what Allie was saying, was doing stuff to these other kids. So Denzel knew what time it was. His PR people were trying to go and clean up, talking about, oh no, he went to the party, but then he left. No, Denzel, you shouldn't have never stepped foot on Diddy's property, and you knew what time it was. You already know what they were doing behind them closed doors. So you are guilty just like the rest of them. Y'all, let's continue.
Crime if you don't want to. So let's just assume one of these celebrities are there and they witness something, potentially illegal. They don't have any obligation to report it. They can't be prosecuted for that. Now, look, one huge exception to that in every state is if someone witnesses a child being abused, you have an obligation to report that, particularly if you're a mandated reporter of child abuse, meaning you're someone who deals with children all the time. Then you can be prosecuted for not reporting. That applies to teachers and coaches and people who deal with children all the time. So to circle back to your question, I think it'd be a very, very difficult criminal case against some other person who was at a freak off who just happened to be there and observe something illegal.
But you did touch on something really important, these allegations of child sex abuse. And that's what we're hearing from this attorney, Tony Busby, that multiple people were assaulted before they were age 18, someone as young as 9, others were 14 or 15. And in the federal indictment, it's interesting, none of this is mentioned, nothing to do with the age of the person. There's actually only one victim listed, but nothing to do with child sexual assault. So do you think it's possible then that prosecutors could add those charges against Diddy if it's corroborated with these civil suits?
Absolutely.
Y'all, there is going to be probably so many like amendments or, updated I guess like allegations probably up to what the feds already have him listed as for his charges. Because as time goes on and they discover more and more stuff, because they're still going through all the discovery on those computers, telephones, and stuff like that. So they're still pulling information in. Y'all, it's going to be probably more charges added to those original charges, y'all. I'm telling y'all, because there is so much they still have to go through. I was thinking, you guys, that this court case was gonna take a long time, like at least 2 or 3 years before Diddy even sees, his trial date. But y'all, they set his trial date for May 5th, 2025, y'all. And I will be there. I will be on ear hustling duty, ear hustling, Diddy watch, y'all. I'm gonna be in there like swimwear. But y'all, let's continue.
I mean, here's while the criminal case and these civil cases are really going to start dovetailing into each other, because they're going to feed off each other. And so you have the criminal case that was filed, and now the prosecutors in the criminal case have the advantage of seeing all these allegations that are coming forth in these civil lawsuits, and particularly the ones involving minors. And so you can bet that they're going to reach out to the attorney in Texas or to the actual victims themselves, if they knew who they are, and see if those claims are legitimate. And if they are, you can bet that those criminal allegations will be added to the criminal case against Diddy. And boy, that's going to be devastating if the authorities add allegations and criminal charges involving abuse of minors, sexual abuse of minors. I mean, that's so you're going to see these cases they're not going to merge, but the information certainly is going to be shared back and forth. And
y'all, this information is not going to be only shared back and forth, but I'm telling y'all, the feds, as soon as, I bet you every court case that this law firm in Houston submits to the courts for, like, to file the lawsuit, I'm sure the Fed at every time the feds are going to be like, oh, okay, you have this Diddy and this person, okay, you submitted it, they paid it, okay, we need to subpoena that paperwork. And y'all, I'm just telling y'all, the paddy wagons, y'all, is about to be coming out of retirement, y'all. It's about to be like I said, raining indictments, raining paddy wagon pickup day. I'm telling y'all, I won't be surprised if the FBI, I'm sorry, the HSI is already, preparing indictments now as we speak, you guys, because so much stuff has been coming out so far. Y'all smash the like button. We got 42 likes, y'all. We have over 1,000 people in the building. Y'all take the time to smash the like button, y'all, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all, let's like it up, and let's continue, y'all.
You're going to see the criminal case probably blossom into a bigger case than what it started out to be.
One of the main things about these freak-offs is that a lot of them were recorded. So people have video or photo evidence allegedly of all this, and this is what prosecutors are saying too. But also I'm wondering about witness testimony. These accusers, do you think it's possible, you said authorities may be speaking with them about the investigation, but do you think that prosecutors would talk to them and maybe even put them on the stand?
Come check out how you can edit your end screen.
Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. But like I said, the youngest that this law firm has got was 9 years old. But there we know that the youngest that we've seen was a 6-year-old that has been essayed, by Diddy. Is the youngest is 6 that we know of. Who's to say it might be a younger child, y'all? We don't know. We don't know. As time goes, y'all, nothing really that Diddy has done surprises me now. But I'm like, whoa, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But y'all, we're gonna continue, y'all. We're gonna continue.
On the line.
Well, look, the criminal case is going to rest upon people or victims who are at these freak-offs, because what the prosecutors are going to have to prove is that people or the victims were unwilling participants in what took place there. And for example, if they can find a witness who says, yeah, the alcohol at these freak-offs was spiked with drugs, and obviously no one knew that, and it was done to render people either slightly unconscious or just to make them so that they were compliant, That's a huge witness. And they're going to want to find those witnesses to say that that took place and that Diddy knew it was taking place. That was part of the game plan. If there is witnesses who are going to say that he used, illicit drugs to gain compliance of victims, or that he physically abused them to gain compliance at these free-offs, incredibly important witnesses, because that's how the prosecution is going to prove their case, through witnesses like that who are going to disprove. Look, Diddy's going to come in, if he has to put up a defense, his defense has to be this was all consensual. Everyone knew what they were getting into. Everyone knew what these parties were about.
See, you guys, even this lawyer is saying the same thing that I've been saying. Y'all, these people know. Like when I go to a party, they be like, the lounge, you want to come to a party? I'm like, well, what does this party entail? Do I need to bring anything? What is a dress attire? Do I need to bring any food? How long is it? What is it for? What are we having a birthday party? Are we having a retirement party? Are we having a you just never know. Whatever the party is for, you can ask those questions. Everybody knows what type of party Diddy was having. Everybody in Hollywood and on God's green earth knew that Diddy was having freak-off parties, that Diddy was doing all these things with these young minors. You can't tell me that Denzel Washington did not know that he was coming over to Diddy's party and that there was minors over there behind them walls, that they were getting ready to make them lay on the table butt naked, according to Allie Carter, which is a minor survivor of Diddy's and all these Hollywood moguls. She says that they were having them lay on the table butt naked, you guys. They were having food put on them, and these men like Steve Harvey, Denzel, Young Jock, Diddy, they were, and many more, you guys, were going and eating this food off of their naked bodies, off of these little babies. Y'all, they knew what time it was. Y'all cannot get me to think for any second that I don't know what's going on. You invite me to this party, but I don't know what's going on. Y'all, Denzel, go have a seat. Get your PR team to do something else, because then you can't clean that up. I'm sorry. You cannot clean that up. You already know there's no way that I'm going to a party knowing that they are doing these awful things to these babies and I'm going to still go. No, absolutely not. If you are a good person and you are a sound-minded person and a leader, you go over there and you see what's going on, that should have been reported. But no, you was with them shenanigans. You was a part of that whole situation. So you trying to get your PR people to clean up your boo-boo? No. I went over there and I got into it with Diddy. Well, why did you get into it with Diddy? See, they never said that. They never said why he got into it with Diddy. They said, well, he got into it with Diddy and then he left. Well, did you get into it with Diddy because you probably took one of the babies that Diddy wanted, or Diddy took the baby that he wanted and you wanted that same baby to go SADD her, and Diddy got to it before you did? That's probably exactly what happened. That was that story. And Denzel, you need to stop acting like you didn't know what was going on, what type of party it was, because I don't believe none of them. They all knew what was going on, y'all. 3 o'clock, the neighbor said that Diddy was bringing busloads of minors, and Allie Carter was saying that the CPS was providing these busloads of kids to Diddy's parties. She said it was a big old ballroom. A huge ballroom, like they was having a party or a celebration or whatever when they were DDing and SAing these little kids, y'all. But y'all, let's continue. Y'all, this is sickening, y'all. Let's continue.
Everyone knew it was kind of, unfortunately, this giant orgy, and they knew what they were getting into, and it was all willing and voluntary stuff. So these witnesses who could know it wasn't voluntary, they're having their drinks spiked. They were being physically challenged and physically abused to do this. And so that's where these witnesses are going to be so important.
Talking about the witnesses too, it kind of gets my brain thinking about these potential celebrities or A-listers who are going to be listed in these lawsuits. I know you said it may be difficult to prosecute them, or prosecutors aren't even going to focus their energy on them and more keep it on Diddy. But I'm wondering if they would maybe use the testimony of these celebrities to their advantage. So you have the people who were allegedly assaulted by Diddy, but what about these other people who may have been in the room, may have been participating, but they flipped, so to speak, to testify against Diddy?
Again, a definite possibility. You know, the more credible witnesses the government can gather for this case, the better the chance they have of gaining a successful conviction against Diddy. And so, sure, if they're able to obtain the testimony of a celebrity who was there.
You guys, I mean, if like he said, if they're able to get the list of like who was there at the parties, but you know what, doesn't even probably entail them because they got everything is on candid camera. You know, as soon as you walk through Diddy's house, y'all, everybody is on Smile. You are on candid camera, and Diddy's like, you know, a lot of them are like, no, did you catch me on camera? It wasn't me. Did you catch me on camera? It was me. The feds are like, yeah, it was you, Denzel. We seen you. Look, we seen you, Denzel. We seen you, Young Jock. And Diddy, we seen you all over. Look, I'm telling you guys, these people are, I mean, they're going to bring down the house. I'm telling you, the feds is not playing. The feds is not playing. And I'm telling you, they got scared when the feds went and apprehended Diddy in the hotel, y'all. Y'all remember? They came and they scooped him up. I mean, they came around the corner like a thief in the night and scooped him up like he was some ice cream at Baskin Robbins, y'all. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Going to crush Diddy's case. And the problem's going to be, are you going to be able to get a celebrity to come forward and say that? Are they going to willingly say that they saw something that they now perceive to be illegal and then, you know, publicly come forward and make themselves known?
Let me back it up and play it again.
Who may have been in the room, may have been participating, but they flipped, so to speak, to testify against Diddy.
Again, a definite possibility. You know, the more credible witnesses the government can gather for this case, the better the chance they have of gaining a successful conviction against Diddy. And so, sure, if they're able to obtain the testimony of a celebrity who was there, who says, hey, I saw this happening, and in hindsight, it was illegal, or it didn't seem to be consensual, that's huge testimony. That's going to crush Diddy's case. And the problem's going to be, are you going to be able to get a celebrity to come forward and say that? Are they going to willingly say that they saw something that they now perceive to be illegal and then, you know, publicly come forward and make themselves known and be part of that? That's going to be a tough one for the prosecution, for the government.
Do you think there's anything else big I didn't ask you about this case, the specifics, anything?
No, I think another thing I would add is, you know, you have all these lawsuits coming down the road. What's going to happen, though, is the criminal case definitely takes priority, okay? And so you could see all these lawsuits being filed, and what happens then is the courts put a hold on them all. They put a stay on them all. Because in the civil lawsuits, Diddy can't be forced to testify. He has a Fifth Amendment right. And so you could see all of these lawsuits filed and come to an abrupt halt. And then they'll have to wait out the criminal case. And then when the criminal case is finally over, okay, now the civil cases can proceed. So you could be looking at kind of a Harvey Weinstein situation. I mean, it's been 7 years since Harvey Weinstein, all these allegations first started. We're still dealing with Harvey Weinstein, right? I mean, another criminal case in New York, and through all of that, one conviction, bunch of civil lawsuits, many of them still pending. And so I think we have a long way to go with this Diddy scenario.
Following news of these 120 civil lawsuits, Diddy's team released a new statement saying, quote, as Mr. Combs' legal team has emphasized, he cannot address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to the federal charges, saying he plans to tell his side of the story when it comes time for trial. Ahead of that, he's due back in court on Thursday, and we'll be there to bring you all the latest. Reporting for Long Crime, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
A Publicis Sapient.
Y'all, So this Diddy, with the situation with the 6-year-old, so you guys know that the law firm, as far as from what I gather from listening to this, you guys, that the youngest that they have is a 9-year-old. But you guys can see, we did that one. There was a 6-year-old. But you guys, is there anybody that is younger than that are victims of this, crime of Diddy, you guys? I mean, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I just really can't see how a parent allows a 6-year-old, like I said, to go to this type of party. Something is not right. Maybe their elevator don't go all the way to the top like Diddy's lawyer, because Diddy's lawyer, he's a little special. He had to get 2 lawyers to back him up to add to his team to help him out, because y'all, Diddy's lawyer, the one Agnifilio, y'all, he is special. He was, just shooting out like answers, that didn't even make sense. When the judge was asking questions, people were like, why does he have 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Oh, well, he can go shopping in bulk at Costco's and Sam's Club when they don't even sell baby oil, and let alone in bulk. Y'all, this lawyer is gonna be like, the downfall of Diddy. He's gonna be the downfall, because he is like, his elevator does not go to the top, you guys. It's crazy, you guys. It is crazy. I don't know where he got his that lawyer from, but that lawyer is perpetrating a fraud. Not that I care, because I don't even care what happens, because Diddy, I know what this situation right here, the feds have like a 98% conviction rate. So Diddy's back is against the wall. Like, they're gonna be like, Diddy, Diddy's gonna be at like 99.9 conviction rate on this case, because I'm telling you guys, when the feds have you and they come around you up and they come and apprehend you, they already know that your back is against the wall. They already got you. But it's only a matter of time, because they have to pull all the other surveillance stuff that they pulled, all the evidence and stuff like that. So y'all, Diddy is gonna have a hard time, y'all. He gonna be kicking. He's already kicking and screaming, slinging snot in the jail cell, y'all. He thought he was about to go and go home yesterday. They said, no, Diddy, boo boo, you're going back to the MDC where you belong, because we're not letting the savage out yet. And matter of fact, you're gonna be on the extended stay plan. You're going to be on the extended stay plan, Diddy, and you don't even know it. But yeah, that's what's going to happen, y'all, because they are not playing with Diddy. Diddy thought that he can pay off the state, but he doesn't know the feds is the government. You can't pay them off. The only way you can pay the feds off is in time. And I don't know what, Diddy thinks, they're going to be like, his lawyer maybe try to get him like maybe 3 hours off of his millions of life sentences that he's probably going to get. Because y'all, they probably going to give him, this is my opinion, y'all, Diddy is never ever going to come out. He's never going to see the light of day, that he is going to have so many probably life sentences, or everything is going to run concurrent to where he's never going to come out again, y'all. So look, Diddy, you need to just get comfortable, make yourself at home. You may need to stay in the food stamp line, because you might be running out of money, because you got 11 lawsuits, y'all. And I said I was going to look and see if he paid that one. Did y'all know he had a prisoner that is in Michigan prison? And also the drug cartel guy is in prison and filed a lawsuit, y'all. Diddy has so many lawsuits. And what I heard, there's more lawsuits besides the minors lawsuits. There's allegedly more lawsuits on the horizon. And plus, Diddy's son, the one that looks just like him, King Combs, he has a lawsuit. Y'all, has the feds locked up his money? Has they locked up, all of his assets and things like that yet? I'm not sure, but they will lock it up, because Diddy was offering in his little bail bond package, you can have one of the houses, with the 50,000, we'll give you this, we give you that. The judge is like, the feds are like, we already going to take that, because all these operations that you have done, we don't know what's clean money and what's dirty money. So for us to be on the safe side, we're going to lock everything up, Diddy. So we don't want none of your money. We want your time. So y'all, Diddy is doing the most, y'all. Diddy does not understand the federal system, but he's learning, y'all. He is learning. And it's a hard pill for him to swallow, because y'all, he was sliding and gliding through the state. Oh my God, for all these 30 years, y'all, he was with that Vaseline and the baby oil, sliding and gliding paying the 911 people off, going to the banks and taking more money out that he was allowed per the law. I mean, getting rugs from the Fortis Pharmaceutical Company, y'all. Diddy is doing the most on the coast, y'all, and he is gonna be in more trouble than he thinks, y'all. He needs to just get comfortable in cell block 1, y'all. We need to make sure that the rats are protected, because you know you gotta hide your wife, hide the kids, hide the rats in the MDC in Brooklyn. We gotta hide them too, because you know Diddy does not discriminate, y'all. He just cannot stop. What did he say? Can't stop, won't stop. Diddy does not know how to stop. And you know, we got to put an APB out even for that gecko, the Geico gecko, the lizard. We got to put an APB out for him too, because Diddy and them, they probably trying to do essay that little Geico lizard too, y'all. Hide your wife, hide your kids from all these nasty people, y'all. I'm telling y'all, they are even messing with the donkeys, y'all. The donkeys. Ali said that these people made them as young children when they were graping them and having this big old party in the ballroom. They were making, the adults were making the babies have wrecks with the donkeys, y'all. This is real. This is serious. This is so real. And then when she threw up, her and the other girl, they threw up, they smashing each other's, they're smashing her head and the other girl's throw up and vice versa. Y'all, if that is not torture, y'all, I don't know what it is. It is disgusting, you guys. Could y'all imagine being like a 10 or 15-year-old child and these people are doing things to you, and then it's like you don't even know all these grown people, all these grown adults in this big ballroom. You can't even go and tell them that, you know, this person did something to me, because you guys, they're all lined up and all on the same agenda. I mean, y'all, it is disgusting. It is so disgusting what they have done to these children, you guys. It is nasty. But this right here, the 6-year-old, the one that was 6-year-old at the time when he went to the Diddy party with his parents, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to research it and see if I find out any more other information. Like, did Diddy do more than just that, you guys? Or did he do more? I really think he did more. I'm just saying. I mean, this is just my thoughts on it. I'm going to look it up before, you know, I'm not going to say he did. I'm going to look it up and see if he did, because, I mean, y'all, this is awful. This is awful. But y'all, are the animals going to be having rights? Are the animal people going to come forward and be like, you know, where'd they get these animals from, and start putting charges on them on these animal rights? Y'all, because, you know, people love the animals, and animals have rights too, just like children have rights. You know, they're going to be probably trying to figure out who provided these donkeys and burros, because Ali said that they were making them have wrecks with donkeys and burros. Who provided these donkey and burros, y'all? What farmer was giving these donkey and burros and all these animals to these sick monsters so they can assault these animals? Y'all, could y'all imagine these donkeys and burros? They can't even talk, and they're like, you know, this is probably uncomfortable to them. Y'all, they are disgusting monsters, you guys. They are nasty. They are disgusting, you guys. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if I can find a video. But y'all, this is crazy. I'm telling y'all, Diddy was doing Diddy was doing the most. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another. If I can find another. Let me see if I can find another video on the 6-year-old, you guys. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. I just don't understand. Okay, Last in Time says the Breakfast Club defended him this morning, saying that you cannot judge someone for being, what do you think? Oh my goodness, y'all. The Breakfast Club needs to sit down, y'all. The Breakfast Club needs to sit down somewhere. Y'all, this crazy. Y'all, smash the like button, you guys. Smash the like button. And thank you guys, everybody who gave, supported the channel and sent a super chat. Thank you guys. But thank everybody for being here, y'all. We getting into it, y'all. We trying to figure out what is going on. Let's see. We trying to figure out what's going on, because Diddy was doing the most, y'all. He is a disgusting, a whole nasty person, y'all. But we're gonna find out. Okay, so this is a law firm where it gives the press conference, you guys. Last week they had the press conference, and I'm gonna play that press conference now. Let's see. Let's get into it. Uh-oh. Let me pause it. Y'all, this is crazy, y'all. We gonna get into it. Hold on. We gonna get into it because this is crazy.
Another lawsuit being filed against him, this coming after the federal indictment in the recent weeks, as he faces a lawsuit of more than 100 people and allegations of sexual abuse and sexual assault. The Texas-based attorney Tony Busby making this announcement earlier on today. Let's bring into the conversation right now Fox 26 reporter Donnelly Keith. Donnelly, thank you so much for joining us. What is involved in these allegations and what details can you share?
Hey there, Andy. Houston attorney Tony Busby says 3,285 people have reached out to him claiming to be victims of Sean P. Diddy Combs. And he says after some vetting, he is now representing 120 of those people who will bring civil lawsuits against P. Diddy. That's 60 males and 60 females, including 25 children. And I will warn you, some of these accusations are pretty disturbing.
Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. Drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine or trank, which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Tony, were all of the children auditioning because they were musicians?
All seeking either TV or some sort of music career with promise.
You guys, these kids were trying to go and get a career to sing. Once they got up there, y'all, this is when the nightmare began for them, y'all. It's sad, but y'all, let's continue.
Of, we're gonna make you a star. Instead, basically did things to them such that they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again. This individual, who was 9 years old at the time, was taken to an audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it. Allegedly, Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him.
It was not your fault. You were victimized by a group of powerful people that operated for 30 plus years.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs.
Now, according to Busby, several of the 120 people that he's representing have now spoken with the FBI. They are from 25 different states. Most are from California and New York, which is where Busby's...
See, you guys, I told you guys that some of these people, some of these kids, well, they were minors at the time, have already spoke to the FBI. Y'all, I told you guys, wait for it. I'm telling y'all, they are going to connect with this law firm in Houston. The feds are, and they are going to start. That's how they're probably more than likely going to push off getting all these indictments through. But y'all, let's continue.
Says these alleged attacks occurred. He also says that most of the victims tell him that they were given some sort of a drink, and it turns out that drink was drugged. They say they woke up with severe damage to certain private areas of their bodies, and they couldn't remember anything. But of course, Andy, Sean P. Diddy Combs is maintaining he did not sexually abuse anyone.
All right, some disturbing details, like you mentioned, a 9-year-old potentially involved in this dating back to 1991. Donnelly, I do have to ask you, were there any victims there? Did they speak out at this press conference at all?
You know, actually, there were not any victims there, and I probably should have pointed that out. There were several people standing there with the attorney, Tony Busby, and they were victims advocates, and they were also, you know, some were attorneys, but there were not any victims there at the news conference.
All right, still very emotional, traumatic events, and these allegations very, very serious. Donnelly, thank you so much for your time. Your great reporting here on Live Now from Fox. Thank you so much. All right, let's continue on. Of course, we were listening into that press conference earlier on today as over 100 people coming forward with this lawsuit. The Texas-based attorney making this announcement earlier on today. Let's take you out to these remarks a little bit in full and listen into what transpired earlier today. And of course, we want to reiterate that viewer discretion is advised, as some of these details are very difficult to hear. Let's listen in.
My name is Tony Busby. I'm a lawyer here in Houston. I'm licensed in Texas and in New York, and I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who...
See, you guys, they're saying it doesn't matter who you are. They're going to take them down. They're going to take on these cases, y'all. But let's continue.
Step forward, deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
And now you guys are not doing a class action lawsuit. These are individual lawsuits that they're filing for each individual person that comes and that, you know, after they vet, they take on the case. They're filing them individually.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty...
Okay, y'all, that like the end of that that portion, but I'm gonna see if I can find the other part of this press conference. But y'all, they're gonna be taking down people. They don't care who you are, what caliber of a person, like where you stand in Hollywood, how much money you got. If they are coming with lawsuits and saying that this person, along with P. Diddy, allegedly, DV'd them or essayed them, y'all, he is pushing these lawsuits through. But y'all, he has to vet. He said it. They have to vet these people because some people are looking for a payday. They're looking, knowing that nothing possibly really didn't happen. They have to vet these people, you guys. They have to vet these people and make sure that these people are, have their evidence and have their proof of these people DVing them and essaying them. They're not just saying, okay, we're gonna file it, come on, we bring it to us and we're gonna file it. No, they have to go through a vetting process to make sure. Because if you guys don't know, there have been a couple of people on the grown people side saying that, they that Diddy did things to them that were turned out to be, untrue. And those people are no longer, really able to file anything against Diddy, because if you guys, people are coming with false accusations and saying that they did do, that Diddy did do this, they're not gonna, the lawyers and stuff are not going to take on those type of cases. So it has to be a vetting process. But for all these little kids, the ones that were minors, y'all, this law firm is really vetting all of the people that are coming forward to put claim and say that Diddy has done something to them. But y'all, this is crazy. I mean, this is really crazy. But also, you guys, I feel like this is my opinion, right? I have children that maybe want to, just per se, that want to go and be famous singers or whatever. I take them to New York, to the Diddy studios. Y'all, I'm not allowing nobody to be like, well, we need to take him or her to the other back room, by herself or himself, so we can see something. Like, what do you need to see? Like, what really do you need to see? What happened to, you take your kids, like, when your kids are that young and they have football practice, you stay as a parent and you watch them practice, or they have gymnastics for the girls, or they may have track, but you are there watching them, train. And then after they finish training, it's time to go home. Like, what happened to that? Like, what happened to those days? I mean, maybe they're no longer, maybe they are, but some people, some parents really maybe didn't comprehend, like maybe their elevator didn't go all the way to the top. Like, they maybe fell off the dump truck or something just ain't right with them, because there is no way, y'all, that I am going to allow my child to go with somebody I don't even know and then let them, no, absolutely not. Or the like Diddy them or whoever, them famous moguls are like saying, I'll give you $10,000 if you let us take, your child to the, to the other building so we can, do some recording or something like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My child is 6 years old. Why are you trying to take my child to like another room or another building or something, behind this other building to get them to sing? I can go with them. I can go. No, I'm going with my child. I'm not allowing nobody to like, slick talk me out of my child's innocence, y'all. I'm not doing that. Excuse me. I'm not doing that, y'all. That is crazy. That is crazy. I would not be doing that. I'm sorry. No, get somebody else to do it. But I want to try to find this lawsuit where, I mean, the video that is taking the full video, you guys. I want to listen to the full video of what this lawyer was saying, because it was a longer interview. Let me see. It was a longer interview. Let me see. Houston. Let's see. I mean, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Okay, here I found one. So one video. So y'all, I want to listen to it because there's so much. Because you watch something, but then you got to rewind it and then you got to play it. Because sometimes, I know for me, and I know a lot of people, when you guys listen and y'all watching something, you don't pick up every single little thing. It's like me, I got to go watch it like 2 or 3 times. Like, I mean, You got to watch it like 2 or 3 times in order for you to be like, okay, oh, I missed that the last time. So y'all, we are going to listen. Y'all, what is going on with the likes, y'all? Y'all, do y'all need some hot toddies? Y'all got to put the likes. Hit the like button, y'all. Y'all got to hit the like button. It's a Friday TGIF. Y'all got to hit that like button, y'all. Let's see if we can get 700 likes in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes. Let's hit the like button. We're gonna get 700. Let's get 700 likes, y'all. Let's go. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's go. Hit the like button. Let's go. Hit the like button. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Hit the like button. Let's go. We got 88 likes, 88, 90. Okay. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Smash it. Hit the like button. Y'all do the Dougie on the like button, y'all. Smash the like button for all the victims, y'all. The minor victims, the adult victims, the male and female victims, y'all. Smash the like button for all of those, y'all. All right, my heart goes out. And you guys, I linked up with a therapist, y'all. So if y'all know anybody that is suffering, from this situation with Diddy, and they are like either minors or adults that have been through this, y'all, send me an email. My email is at the bottom. It is thelounge8385@gmail.com, y'all. Let me know. I have a therapist on deck that I'm working with that she's going to be vetting, people to see if they're able to go ahead and provide services, therapeutic services, y'all, because these people are, these people are needing therapy. Y'all, it's sad. It is so sad. My heart goes out to these people, especially these minors, y'all. Could y'all imagine? Ali said that CPS was giving busloads and all these kids to these nasty moguls, Denzel, Diddy, and all them. And y'all, they were going through all these issues and stuff. Y'all, smash the like button for the victims, y'all. We got 99 likes, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's TGIF, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. But we gonna watch the video too of the lawyers press conference that was held last week, because there's probably a lot of stuff that I missed because the press conference was pretty long, almost 40 minutes, y'all. But let's check it out. So let me click on it.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so this is a press conference, you guys, for the minors, because I don't even know if this 6-year-old that we're talking about, the 6-year-old, the one that he's an adult now, if he linked up with this law firm to say, the things that Diddy did to him. But I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. Y'all smash the like button. But y'all, we are going to go ahead and watch this. So let me turn the camera to this. And so we can watch this, because y'all, it's crazy, y'all. Diddy was doing the most on the coast, y'all. So hold on, let's turn it around. All right, let's go.
My name is Tony Busby. I'm a lawyer here in Houston. I'm licensed in Texas and in New York. And I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
Now, y'all, this was a press conference from last week, so there's been more calls. Of course, as we know, there's been more than 12,000 calls within a 24-hour. But this is just last week, y'all, at this original press conference. But y'all, let's continue.
After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators.
As you guys know, Allie Carter is one of the minor victims of this. And you guys, she has already lost faith over the years because every time she reported, even though she has her receipts, nothing was ever done because these people paid off the police department to keep them silent, to hush money to the police, the judges, and a lot of other entities. But y'all, let's continue.
And their associates, they are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward.
Y'all, as y'all know, Jay-Z and Beyonce was threatening Piers Morgan with the lawsuit when Jaguar Wright went on there and was telling about how nasty Diddy and Jay-Z are. And Jay-Z was threatening Jay-Z's lawyer and Beyonce's lawyer threatened Piers Morgan to apologize to him and also take down the video. Y'all, these people are nasty and dirty. Even this lawyer has gotten threats, y'all. Would it happen to be from probably Jay-Z's goons, y'all? I don't know. Possibly so. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know. But y'all, let's continue.
To have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues. We check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy.
Come check out how you can edit your end screen.
Y'all, we're going to skip through this commercial.
These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of hate behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia.
Do you guys see that a majority of these kids are from California? Y'all, Allie Carter, who, like I said, is a minor victim of Diddy's sex trafficking ring, she said that CPS in California and other states were providing these children to them, y'all. It's terrible, but y'all, let's continue.
And Florida. I don't want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that revive such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that.
And you guys, a lot of these states are recognizing this and allowing people who have had cases like this for 20, 30 years back. I think the main, a lot because of it's 2024 and a lot of victims that were, trying to report these nasty monsters back then, they were covering it up. They were like, oh no, it's Diddy. Oh no, Denzel, Oprah Winfrey. Oh no, they didn't do anything because you guys, all those people were paying these 911, the police, the judges, and everybody else, the garbage man, everybody else to hush whatever anybody says that, is against what they were, about. And acting like, oh, they're moguls, they're movie stars, they're rich and famous people. They don't do no wrong. Y'all, they paid them off to make them think that everything that everybody else was saying about them bad was a lie or they're crazy or whatever. Y'all, it is awful, y'all. Let's continue.
It's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. There's an old saying that says, A lie has great speed, but truth has endurance.
If that is not a well said statement, y'all, I don't know what it is. That is so true. A lie will go a million trillion miles, but the truth will be like, it will be like at a standstill. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to listen to it. But y'all, these people are listening to the truth these days, y'all. They are bringing down the house. They are making people be responsible for their actions, y'all. This is it's hopefully going to be a great day for a lot of these victims, y'all. But let's continue.
Complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, the all-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants, medical records, reports that were made to the authorities. And I've already said that.
Now, y'all, when he says medical records, y'all, I gotta turn the camera around. When he says medical records, you guys, y'all know that these people were not wearing no protection, no condoms and nothing. That wasn't on the list, but the baby oil was on the list. The Ciroc was on the list. They had shrimp and everything else on the list for these parties. But y'all, were they using protection with these kids, y'all? I know it sounds disgusting or whatever, but I'm just being real. Were these kids, some of them, that they were being impregnated by these nasty men? Or were they even given maybe the pharmaceutical, y'all? I just thought about this. This lawyer, later on in this press conference, he says that they're going to be, I believe this is press conference, that there's going to be charges brought against the banks and the pharmaceutical companies. Now, what I was just thinking about, and y'all put a one in the comment if y'all are maybe thinking the same thing. Maybe the pharmaceutical company, they're going to go after them because were they getting like birth control pills and giving them to these young kids so they wouldn't get pregnant, you guys? I don't know. It's just a thought in my mind. But were they buying birth control pills for these kids because there were so many that they were making them take birth control pills possibly? I don't know, you guys. This is just what I'm thinking, because I know all these dirty men, all these little girls that they were graping and they were DV and SAing. I know some of them girls had to come pregnant now. I'm just saying. Or maybe, the plan B. Yes, Toby said the plan B, probably so. Or maybe, were they getting birth control pills? Were they getting the plan B? Were they getting other things to try to make sure that these little girls that they were graping and having Rex with were not getting pregnant? But y'all, they said they're going to pull the hospital records. But y'all, there were so many little girls that were dealing with this and that were there that I'm sure somebody, probably the birth control didn't work on them. And maybe if they were giving them birth control, these are my thoughts, you guys, and that some of them probably got pregnant. Were some of them getting STDs? Because y'all, condoms, y'all, they was allergic to condoms. They didn't have condoms on the list, and that should have been the first thing on the list, y'all. They should have been doing this anyway in the first place. But y'all, they were not protecting themselves. They were doing these things to these babies, y'all. And were they passing around other like herpes and all these other STDs to these babies too, y'all? It sounds disgusting, y'all, but I'm just being real about really just thinking about all these charges that are going to be brought upon these nasty men and these nasty women, because Tyra Banks was a part of it. Ali named some females too. Oprah, y'all, it's just terrible. But I was just thinking about that. That just came to mind as far as that was concerned about like them pulling records from the hospital and stuff like that? Did they take these kids to the hospital if they were like raped, or did they have a doctor that was maybe, you know, getting the medicine for them? You guys, it's so much that entails these cases that is like beyond our control. But y'all, let's continue, y'all. I mean, that's just my thoughts, y'all, but let's continue.
Some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI. You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Damon John here.
Y'all, we're gonna pass up this commercial, but y'all, this is crazy. They were giving these kids all kind of awful stuff, but let's continue.
It's known as a horse tranquilizer. Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class action is when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people. That's not this. These cases will be individual cases. Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California, another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people. I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, in New York and Los Angeles. Now, I know this. Many of you came here thinking or hoping, or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be today. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. I call them the facilitators of foul play, willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profit.
See, you guys, corporate entities, y'all. They're going to talk about the corporate entities, y'all.
Off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused, or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave. And then threatened.
Okay, so when he says that these people were paid $10,000 in cash and they were ordered to leave, you guys, I looked that up the other day, and according to Google, the feds, it's a regulation of a law that you can only pull out $10,000 cash a day from your bank. Now, I believe from what he is saying, they're going to go after these bank entities because of the fact that they were having pulling out more than $10,000 a day out of their bank accounts on, cash withdrawals. So they were probably having people at the bank overriding transactions and allowing them to pull out more than $10,000 in cash. That's what I'm thinking, you guys. But y'all, let's carry on.
As they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include Anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation, anyone who participated in such in any way, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it, any individual or entity who knew about the...
Y'all, just like I said, Denzel Washington, his little PR, they were trying to clean up his little stuff last week everywhere, all over, saying that, you know, he went to the party but got into it with Diddy, but then left. No, he knew what time it was. So yeah, they're gonna be coming for Denzel too, allegedly, I'm assuming. That's my thought, you guys. But let's continue.
Conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it. And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution.
If you guys didn't know, I did a video, y'all go check it out. Conan O'Brien did an interview with Diddy years ago. So Diddy was saying that, you know, these are the things that he needed when he has his little, basically his freak off parties. He said when the girls, I guess, and the guys come over for the freak offs, he needs locks for the doors. He needs water to give them, because he said, you know, them girls like to drink water. He gives them alcohols. He has alcohols on deck. And then he said that basically and he turns the heat on. And the reason why he turns the heater on, because it loosens them up, because probably the drugs that he be giving them when they first come in, it probably makes them sweat and it probably loosens them up. Y'all, this is sickening. Y'all go check out my interview with Conan O'Brien and Diddy. It's sickening. It is sickening. But y'all, let's continue.
Sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare, you know, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we can, as collectively, can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
I started.
So you guys, they're gonna change this to a commercial right here real quick, but they're gonna switch up and she's gonna give her speech.
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes. Lack of funding translates to lack of training. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits.
Y'all, these grape kits, I'm sure that if they did take these kids to go get to the hospital, or maybe somebody was able to escape and go and get one, that's gonna, I'm sure, become evidence as well to the to those cases. But y'all, let's continue.
Prosecutors are focused on what they can prove in a case, and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff are stretched thin with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general. There isn't enough staff or resources to adequately explain the entire process to every victim and survivor. Our culture works against victims and survivors every day, and abusers know this. Abusers work themselves into positions of power, building a public image that is trusted and financially large enough to make people look away. Abusers are unfortunately very skilled at power and control, the foundation of abuse. They seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children, their employees, and their...
You guys, of course, it's being said, like I said, that Ali said that the CPS provided these kids. And like she said, they prey on vulnerable children, vulnerable young adults, vulnerable people during these type of situations. Y'all, let's continue.
Intimate partners, all who see a different version than the public does, all who rely on the abuser in some way. And for those that do come forward and aren't believed, face questions like, are you sure it happened that way? Were you drinking? What were you wearing? All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing them and future victims. To the survivors that have come forward despite not being believed at some point in time, your courage is like nothing we have seen before. We thank you for coming forward for yourself and all survivors. And lastly, I want all survivors that are watching this to know we believe you and we support you. Thank you.
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel, Andrew Van Arsdale. We've created a sexual abuse hotline, and I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Thank you, Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Van Arsdale. I'm the managing partner of ABA Law Group. We have offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And given what we've experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least. We represent thousands of survivors of abuse, and never ever in a 10-day period have we seen over 3,000 people come forward, where we've confirmed and decided to investigate and represent 120 people, while we're continuing to work through another 100+ cases to prove them up, to validate what had happened here, and to hold those that are responsible accountable. And so, like Tony said, we've set this up. It's 1-800-200-7474. I have a team of people standing by, literally. If you know that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward. There's attorney-client privilege here. What you tell us is in confidence. Yes, we'll have to go out and build your case, but we will protect you. And the other thing that I want to say is the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30+ years of the same sort of events happening, people thrust into the circle reportedly, and horrible things happening to them as a result. And from talking to these people that have come forward these past 10 days, I can tell you unequivocally that because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail, they tell me directly, this validates my feelings. For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific treatment at these people that I was trying to trust? Well, we know now it was not your fault. You were.
Yes, y'all, that is a lot of the way that a lot of victims think, like it's my fault. I'm the reason why this person is treating me and victimizing me. It's all my fault. But you guys, if y'all know any victims, you guys, y'all can call that 1-800-200-7474 to file a claim if y'all know any victims of this Diddy case with the minors, y'all. It is awful, it is sad, but y'all, let's continue.
Were victimized by a group of powerful people that operated.
Every part of you is connected.
Okay, we got a commercial, y'all. Powerful people that operated like they said, but y'all, let's continue.
Taking advantage of their wealth and the power that they held within the music industry. So again, thank you to every single person that has come forward and contacted our office over the past 10 days. If you or someone you know suffered the same sort of treatment, please contact us at the number behind me and we will help you. Thank you.
That number is 1-800-200-7474.
It speaks to how important this issue is in the United States and frankly internationally, that we have reputable people here that want to provide kind of information that I think victims need to hear, witnesses need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address these heinous crimes. Sexual assault is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and safety. It shatters lives, it destroys confidence, and all too often, it leaves survivors feeling like they are voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable. The reality for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have to do. And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up, if they ever do. The reasons for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and, of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process, where survivors must relive their experience in order to seek justice. And these feelings and fears are further exacerbated when the allegations are against prominent figures in the entertainment industry or Hollywood.
See, you guys, these people have money. They, like Ali said, oh, nobody's supposed to tell Denzel. Nobody's supposed to tell on P. Diddy, because these people are high power people. They think that just because we see them on TV, like they do not have like a hidden nasty way to them. Like they're not, they portray themselves like as good people. But y'all, we don't know these people, and as y'all see, they're nasty and demonic. But y'all, let's continue.
Cases involving powerful figures often attract significant media attention, which can deter victims from coming forward due to fear of public exposure or scrutiny. The intense focus on these high-profile cases can make survivors feel that their personal lives are being put under a microscope, causing further emotional distress. These allegations mentioned here today, as reported, reflect deeply troubling claims that deserve thorough investigation, and no individual, regardless of their stature, is above the law or public accountability. Sadly, the statistics paint a very disturbing picture. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. In the U.S. alone, there are approximately 463,000 victims of rape or sexual assault every year, and these numbers barely scratch the surface, as sexual violence remains one of the most underreported crimes. But the numbers that follow tell an even more troubling story. Only about 23% of sexual assaults are reported to law enforcement. Of those, just 5% lead to an arrest, and even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases, ever result in a conviction, which is a devastating gap between the crime and the justice that survivors deserve. I want to briefly focus on our state here in Texas. According to the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, 6.3 million Texans, men and women, will experience some form of violence. That's every 2 minutes someone is sexually assaulted, meaning during the course of this press conference, around 60 individuals will forever be changed by this violence. And those are just a few of the victims. Obviously, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow this cycle of silence and inaction to continue. We have to create an environment where survivors feel empowered to come forward, where they are met with empathy and respect and support, not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources that they need beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic: prevention, awareness, and fostering environments where respect, consent, and safety are non-negotiable values.
See, safety is non-negotiable. These adults should have been protecting these kids and not SAing them, you guys. This is crazy, but y'all, let's continue.
Support for survivors has to be holistic. They have to have access to counseling, medical services, legal advocacy, and of course, community support, regardless of whether they choose to report or not. To every survivor who has come forward, your bravery is an inspiration. To those who are still grappling with their decision, know that you are not alone and that your voice matters. Your story matters. We see you, we believe you, and we are committed to fighting for a future where sexual violence is no longer tolerated and where justice is not the exception, but the standard. Thank you.
Y'all, there's going to be a commercial. I'm going to skip it. But y'all, this is terrible.
Is not the exception, but the standard. Thank you.
I want to visit with you real quickly before we close here about some specific instances without disclosing the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim, you can file these cases, these individual cases, under Jane Doe or John Doe. Each state is different in that respect. Typically, there is a balancing test, like the public's right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the confidentiality and the safety of the plaintiff. So we'll have to struggle with that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to, like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But let me share with you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate, vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on. One individual who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted said that The typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you. And now we know that in most cases,
Y'all, was this chosen drink the freak off drink of choice that Diddy was giving everybody when they came and passed the threshold? Y'all, the Tootsie with the pink powder stuff, y'all, let's continue.
I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO. Another instance, this individual who was 9 years old at the time was taken to an audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him.
See, y'all, this was what I was telling you guys earlier at the beginning of the live was, Diddy was saying, I need to take you to the other room. When he got him to the other room, he was making him do things that were inappropriate. But y'all, let's continue. This is sad.
Incident. An individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore. And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme, and it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system. I want to give you a quote.
Y'all, a horse tranquilizer in her system. This is terrible. Y'all, let's continue.
From
the decades-long.
That is terrible, y'all. We're going to skip through this commercial. This is sad, y'all. This is awful.
And who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him, he says, allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends. in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me." And that's really what it comes down to. We are pursuing this, asking you to support this effort, to encourage witnesses and victims to come forward and bring your evidence so we can continue to break down this wall of silence and we can continue to have these stories heard. This is the beginning of what I hope to be a national dialogue. This type of sexual assault, sexual abuse, and sexual exploitation should never happen in the United States or anywhere else. This should have never been allowed to go on for so long. This conduct has created a mass of individuals who are injured, scared, and scarred. If you are one of those individuals, we ask you to reach out. If not to us, to someone you trust. If you are someone who witnessed any of these events, we ask you to reach out. Your name can remain confidential. With that, I'll take a few questions, not many, maybe two, but if you have a question, I'll be pleased to try to answer it.
Y'all, this is terrible, y'all. This is awful, but let's continue. Let's see what their questions, what they ask.
Perfect.
How many minors are making accusations in total, and are the feds aware of the allegations of minor rapes?
I don't know what the feds are aware of, okay, but I do know it's 25 out of this 120.
Tony,
But I will say this to that point. We welcome the FBI or any authority who wants to come to us, and we're going to make that available to these victims because I think that's important. My suspicion is, based on talking with these folks, is that the FBI is just not aware of these people. The FBI has talked to some of these folks, and I'm going to try to encourage the victims to, in fact, talk to the FBI because I think they have some very important things to say.
Tony, were all of the children auditioning because they were musicians, or were any of them kids of employees or anything like that?
All seeking either TV or some sort of music career with promises of, we're going to make you a star. Instead, basically did things to them such that they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. We're going to go now. Thank you.
So you guys, there you have it. That was a press conference from last week. If you guys didn't know, this lawyer out of Houston, this law firm, they're taking on all the victims of minors that were DV'd, essayed, and whatever by Diddy and whoever. Might have been Diddy and Denzel, might have been Diddy and Young Jock, because as y'all know, Ali said that Denzel was on there at the parties as well, even though Denzel's, his PR people last week were trying to clean up what he was doing. But you guys, they know that they were, Denzel knows that he was at them parties. He was a part of the whole situation, you guys. But I'm going to try to find Ali's video, because her video, y'all, it is so sad, y'all. It is heart-wrenching. She was one of the victims out of a lot of kids at the that were at the CPS office and that was given to these nasty monsters, y'all. This is sad. This is terrible. But let's see if we can find Ali's video so I can play it for you guys. But y'all, this is bad. Ali Carter is one of Diddy's minor victims out of the probably hundreds, you guys. And y'all, it is so sad. I cannot believe the stuff that she put in this statement affidavit. Y'all, put a 1 in the put a 1 in the comment box. Put a 1 in the comment box if you guys want me to read the statement of truth affidavit, the affidavit of truth that she filed with the police department. Y'all, put a 1 in the box, and if you guys want me to read. Okay, I see a lot of 1s. Okay, I see some 1s. If you guys want me to read, okay, so I will read the statement of affidavit, the statement, okay? So let me go and grab it, because you guys, it is, oh my God, it's heart-wrenching. It is so heart-wrenching, you guys. Oh my goodness. And these people are not, a lot of people are not aware of what is going on, you guys. But trust me, I be digging. I be ear hustling, y'all. Look, the ears be to them streets, y'all. The ears be to the streets, y'all. I be trying to figure out what is going on out in these streets, y'all. Because we need to let everybody know what's going on, because this stuff is not normal behavior. This stuff is not normal behavior, y'all, but I'm going to show you guys about this affidavit of truth that Allie filed with the police. She's filed, her and her mother. Allie is a black female. Her mother is that adopted her. She's white, but she went and she was trying to take care of Allie. She was filing all kind of reports and everything. And like Allie said, it doesn't matter what color you were. Black, white, Chinese, Asian, persuasion, purple, pink, blue. You know, these are kids that had something to do with being SADV'd and wrecked traffic amongst, you know, to the industry high moguls, you guys. But y'all, I'm gonna let you guys read this affidavit with me. I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna read it, y'all. So y'all, let's go. And after this, you guys, we are gonna watch. I'm gonna show y'all the video of Allie Carter and her statement that she did like last month in September, y'all. It is so heart-wrenching, y'all. So heart-wrenching. But this affidavit of truth, you guys, just be prepared, because it is sad and it is disgusting. But y'all, let's read. We're gonna go ahead and read it, y'all. Let's read it. So here's the affidavit of truth, right? This is the affidavit of truth that Allie, you guys, filed with the police department, y'all. And y'all can Google it yourself. It's all over Google, you guys. So this was dated for 3/27/2024. And it references, you guys, Brian Christopher Williams, a.k.a. Birdman, a.k.a. Baby. And the date of birth, his date of birth is 2/15/69, right? Guess who is second? Yes, y'all seen it for yourself, and it's all over Google. Y'all can go and search affidavit of truth under Allie Carter. It's there. You guys can read it yourself. So it says Denzel Washington is named in this statement, this affidavit of truth. Denzel Washington. Yes, if y'all don't believe it, y'all are reading exactly Denzel Washington Jr. Yes, he's a part of this too. Sean Love Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy. And then the fourth person, it says Giselle Amon Robinson, a.k.a. Young Jock. So these are the people that are stated there, you guys. So y'all, smash the like button, y'all. Yes, smash the like button. Welcome back, Jamil. Welcome back. Welcome back. So it says right here, you guys, the Playboy Mansion after party held in Semi Valley on or around 2009 to 2010, while I was in what? Foster care, y'all. Yes, it's disgusting. It's sad. It says, Allison Leilani Carter, previously known as, and it has it, you know, crossed out, you guys, and it says, outlaw attests under oath the following account of my and all my altered parts personal experiences to be true and accurate to the best of my knowledge regarding the Playboy Mansion after party attended by Birdman. Y'all can see it for yourself. Birdman. Who else? Denzel, Diddy, and Young Jock. My date of birth is 2/15/1994, and this party was on or around, and then it cuts off. And then it goes to the next document. So let's go to the next document. There's 4 documents that she released on Google, you guys, and y'all can find it for yourselves, y'all. Y'all can find it for yourselves. It says, at this party, there were body cakes, which meant that the kids would lie on a table. Y'all, this is disgusting. And people would put food on them, and the party goers would eat off the naked kids. This is disgusting, y'all. Smash the like button for these kids, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. This is disgusting. There were a lot of celebrities at this party, y'all. Smash the like button for these babies, y'all. Once everyone was searched and inside, the DJ sounded the music and the lights flashed, signaling that everyone was in and the doors were closed. This signaled that the orgy could begin. This is disgusting, you guys. The kids that had been brought at the party were brought to be party favors, y'all. A kid coming to a party as party favors, y'all. If this doesn't sound disgusting, y'all, I don't know what it is. And then let's go to the third one. And some of these documents are only clips that was released on Google. She didn't put the whole thing up there. At least I haven't looked for it. I just stumbled upon this. But it says favors mean that the kids are literally set on a table and had to wait for people to come and choose them for Rex, y'all. This is disgusting, y'all. Smash the like button for these babies at the time that were going through this, y'all, and probably are still going through it right now, y'all. This is sad. Once they were done having Rex, the kids were placed back on the party favor table, and someone else could then come and pick them up out from off from the table and repeat the process. This is disgusting, y'all. I had Rex with so many people that night, I can't even remember them all. And some of the other altars hold those memories. Y'all, this is sad. This is sad. She meant some of the other kids hold these memories. This is terrible. Party goers went into a ritual frenzy orgy mindset once the DJ started the music and turned on the flashing lights. Y'all, this is disgusting. Y'all, smash the like button for these babies, for Allie Carter, y'all, that dealt with this and who's probably dealing with this right now. This is sad, you guys. There were fetishes happening everywhere, and they kind of separated, y'all. This is disgusting, y'all. Them into areas where specific fetishes were happening. For instance, the fetish of having Rex in the red stuff, you know, the time of the month that women have, was in one area. Y'all, this is disgusting, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's deep. While having Rex with animals, y'all, they made them have Rex with animals and was in another area. Y'all, this is sad and sickening. Oh my goodness. Poor babies, y'all. People were just in a craze and ritual frenzy. When the music started, I was sitting on the party favor table. The main room was big, like a ballroom. Big like a ballroom, y'all. Could y'all imagine how many people was in there? How many young jocks and Denzels were in there, y'all? All them Hollywood moguls, them nasty, oh my goodness, nasty people. Men and women. Okay, let's continue. There were outlining doors around the edges of the room, right? Some of the doors were shut, but you could still see the food Rex table, the party favor table, and many other things. There were different types of ritual parties happening in different areas of the house. I had to sit on the party favor table and wait to be chosen, the way someone would choose a gift bag off the table at a birthday party. Two guys took me off the table and they brought me, y'all, then it cuts off. Y'all, this is sickening. And then there's one last piece. Y'all, this is sickening, y'all. This is really deep and it's sad, but it is things that are happening to these kids, y'all. It is sad. It is so sad. So right here is I can barely read. It says something was part of the Kings of Comedy. Basically talking about Steve Harvey, y'all. Steve Harvey. Okay, he wore a gold chain. He was complaining that he did an hour set, but there was no one to blank backstage. This comedian, y'all, broke the no anal Rex rule and had anal Rex with me anyway and just laughed. Y'all, Steve Harvey had anal Rex with her and laughed about it. He violated the fact that he was raping her, first of all. Then the no anal Rex rule, he did that too and laughed, y'all. This is humiliating, y'all. And this is a child, y'all. This is disgusting. So Ali said, I screamed for my handler / pimp. Everyone was laughing and I ended up getting in trouble, y'all. This is deep, y'all. This is so sad. This is sad. I was then told to have Rex on the table with the girl who was my age. Y'all, this is nasty. OMG. Then they brought in, look at donkeys and burros, y'all. If this is not sick, I don't know what it is. They bought in donkeys and burros, and we had to have Rex with them. Y'all, oh my goodness, they made these kids have Rex with these donkeys and burros. If y'all, this is not sickening, I don't know what it is, y'all. This is terrible. It says there were several girls that had to have Rex with the animals. Oh my God. While everybody watched. Y'all, this is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Another girl and I ended up throwing up. Oh my goodness, throwing up, y'all, afterward. And they rubbed our faces in each other's vomit as a punishment. Y'all, if this is not disgusting, y'all, I don't know what it is, y'all. This is the type of stuff that these nasty Hollywood moguls were doing to these babies that the CPS office had gave them for these nasty parties. They were Rex trafficking these kids to Denzel and to Diddy and stuff. Bus loads, y'all. Bus loads, y'all. Bus loads. It is crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy, y'all. And this is the type of stuff that they were doing, and everybody is supposed to be praising them. Y'all, this is crazy. This is sad. But you guys, I found the video, and I'm going to play the video of Ali, where Ali goes and she says and tells exactly everything. Y'all, this is nasty. This is sickening. This girl has been telling her story for a couple of years, y'all, and it is so awful. It is so sad, y'all. It is so heart-wrenching, y'all. But y'all, I'm going to play her video, and we're going to listen to what she says out of her own mouth, y'all. This is terrible, but y'all, let's listen. So this is Ali Carter, you guys, and this is the one that wrote the statement of truth affidavit that I just read. But y'all, this is sad, but y'all listen.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Just double checking. Hey. Hey guys. Yes, thank you. Screen recording, thank you so much. Yes, please. This won't be long because we're on our way to tie up some loose ends with some stuff before we have to move again. So, this won't be long. So thank you for screen recording. My mama's right here. Say hi. Hey. You know, the twin, everything. Y'all know. Hi. My name is Allison Leilani Carter. I'm going to turn the comments off for a second, so I could get this out. And already I am slightly sweating. Hold on. Because I just want to get this out quickly because I got a lot to do. So I'm just going to turn the comments off and I'll turn it back on and we'll be live again. We got to do this fast. So hold on.
Uh-oh.
I just want...
Hold on, okay.
Just need everybody to stay with me, okay? So if you can heart me over here, if you can still see me, I'd appreciate it. So I know you're still with me and you didn't cut out and I'm not being shadow banned because my accounts are shaking, okay?
Y'all, she's been doing, like I said, she's been telling her truth like Jaguar Wright for years, you guys. But she's one of the minors, one of Diddy's minor victims, and all these Denzel Young Jock, all the minors, kids that were Rex trafficked. She's a minor victim to this situation, y'all. Let's continue.
So, hi. My name is Allison Carter. My mom's name is Shelly Carter. In 2021, we did a live interview with Maria Z. We went viral in 2020. Today is September
23rd.
23rd?
Yes.
23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah, September 23rd, 2024. In 2020, I went viral, and we lost our home. We lost our animals. We lost everything. I am a dance teacher. I was working as a choreographer, an after-school teacher, a volunteer for doing hair at foster care agencies for free. I was starting to turn around and try to feed the homeless and go back to where I come from, packing backpacks and things.
Y'all, she understood what she went through. So she went back and even tried to like donate. I mean, like, you know, trying to share and help the little kids that are going through what she went through, you guys, being that she came from like, you know, foster care. But y'all, let's continue.
For children. I don't need everybody to love me. I don't need everybody to like me. To each its own, right? I have been screaming underwater since I was 3 months old. I went into foster care at 13, 14. We tried to do a case against Riverside County Child Protective Services because Riverside County, do you hear me? Riverside County Child Protective Services was involved in my trafficking.
Did you guys hear what she said? River County was basically the ones that were responsible for her trafficking, you guys. She was already in a situation. She was put in foster care, and then the foster care, the CPS basically was responsible for trafficking, y'all. I can't believe this. I cannot believe it, y'all. But listen to her story, y'all. It is so sad.
Can y'all still hear me? Can you just? Cool. Thank you. So, Facebook, you good? Can y'all hear me? Hi. Yes, you hi. Can you hear me? Cool. Thank you. I never thought that we would see the day where Diddy would get arrested. And I told you guys in that Maria Z interview in 2021 that no one tells on Diddy. P. Diddy. All right? Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. People don't usually talk and stop and think about the children victims that are going through things right now as we speak, and the ones who suffered through all this bullshit. I decided to stop for a second and do some projects with projects all around because we just said, you know what? This is our life. It's not changing. We stopped somewhere and I've been hiding. My mom and I have been hiding. We've had our head down. We've tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now, when now it's because it's trending. We're still not on the subject of the kids. All the adults are covering their asses. All the adults are, I left at a certain time, yet you knew children were there. You knew these parties were not open.
And she's talking about Denzel Washington, y'all. Last week, Denzel was hot on the social media everywhere because Denzel was saying that he went and then got into it with P. Diddy at the party and he left. So that's who she's talking about. But let's continue. This is crazy.
Okay. They weren't freak-offs. They were satanic ritual orgies. Get it straight. It wasn't just adults in these parties. The adults were responsible for the child sex slaves that were in the party. And one of those children were me. Now, those who are trying to come at us now, talking like, oh, well, now the Diddy's out, now that you can talk. For why? Because we tried to have a case with Child Protective Services. We gave them 8 months worth of evidence.
8 months worth of evidence. That didn't even do a crumb. They took that case and they hid it. If you are a survivor and if you are a real victim, be careful. Because these hotline numbers that they're putting out, I don't trust them. I wouldn't do it. They take your information to see what you have. They're taking inventory. And then they shut it down. Mm-hmm. They're taking.
So you guys, I have to stop it every now and again because YouTube will not allow me to play it straight through. That's why I'm stopping. Y'all, this is crazy. It's sad, but y'all, this is exactly what happened and what's going on now today, y'all. Let's continue.
Taking inventory. So don't trust them. Don't trust the feds. Don't trust the judges. Fuck all y'all. You're all guilty. You're all corrupt. Any attorney that's taking money to defend Diddy, you're nasty and vile. That's blood money. That's blood money. That's all blood money. You do know that, right? Whether you take money from him to shut up, whether you take money from him for period, that's blood money. I don't want anybody's money. Not even Lassane. And let me make something very clear. Even though it runs in my family, you can't fake your death. That shit is expensive. We don't have that money. We don't have the military involvement. We are not working with white hats. We are working with everyday people who can come out and do something when they can, who can come out and say, I can be security when I can, who can come and cover us when they can. But that's not all the time. Right now, we by ourselves. We could call on some angels, yes. These are everyday people. They're not white hats.
Y'all, it's sad because she said her and her mom been reporting this for years and nothing has happened. But now that this Cat Williams set it off like a bomb in 2024 when he went on Shannon Sharp and said 2024 is up for all y'all big deviants. Basically, everything is going to be blowing up and Hollywood is, everybody's going to know what they're doing in Hollywood. But Allie lost faith in the police and the feds and everything because she been reporting it, but she was up against a brick wall because, like she said, nobody tells on Denzel. Nobody tells on Diddy. Whatever is said against them, Diddy and Denzel and all them people, they pay the people off the police department. So if they do get reports, they throw it away in the trash can. But y'all, let's continue.
Get it straight. There's no witness protection program because how well is the Secret Service doing protecting your former president? They not even doing their damn job. Even the photographer can get the shot, and including the people that can get the shot. Let's be real. Don't do the Lassane bullshit. Don't do that either. You want to know why? Because that all circles back to the military. That all circles back to fake arrest. That all circles back to lies. And not everybody can fake their death. Even though some of y'all are sitting pretty, trying to make the excuse of, oh, well, they were so evil, I was just trying to be undercover. No, bullshit. My face is out there. You little punk. My face is out there. You pussy. No, and I see a lot of you people out there like, oh, they faked their death and they're going to come back. No. That's bullshit. No. Joan Rivers, you were up there partying with Manshell. Lassane, you were doing some dirty, vile shit. All of you. So any of these people that they're going to try to revive and prop up, bullshit. No. Bullshit. You see all the people running?
Do y'all see that they're saying they're calling out people's name who was a part of this freak off and about part of this these type of ritual parties, y'all. But y'all, let's continue. This is crazy.
They're ducking and hiding because everybody knows that there is children there. But we're still not talking about the kids yet. When are we going to talk about the kids? Everybody's demanding something from the victims. Why aren't you demanding it from the news? You know he's about to turn into another Epstein, and then the list follows, and it circles back into a web. So why isn't anybody demanding any information on the kids? Huh? Where'd that supply chain come from? Do you think that thousands of bottles worth of baby oil was for thousands of who? $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizza was for who? Trafficking over the border was for who? Child Protective Services is your supplier. Is anybody going to talk about that? The immigrants that are coming across the border, that all those kids that they were just scooping up out of boats and out of the water, they're now coming in and they're throwing them right into the system. Aurora, Colorado, Springfield, Ohio. Where do you think all those kids are going? This ain't about an election anymore. Y'all know that, right? The election is canceled. Because everybody that you love, you don't live in the world you think you do. Everybody that you think is not guilty is about to show you who they really are. I've been screaming for years. So now...
Yes, she has been telling her story for a few years, just as Jaguar Wright has, you guys. She has been telling her story for a good couple of years. I just barely stumbled upon her like maybe 2 weeks ago. And you guys, I'm sharing this with everybody I can share it with because, y'all, this is a sad, sad story. But, y'all, let's continue.
If you see me over here trying to live a normal life and tying up loose ends as justice, mind your fucking business. Or don't. Or don't.
Y'all, this is crazy. This commercial, I'm going to skip it. But, y'all, this is sad.
We were followed the night that Diddy was arrested. I left a place that I was in, minding my own business, finally trying to stop for a second and get my life back. And you know what? I'm not even upset about that. I'm upset about the fact that I have to walk back into this place and I have to tell you all goodbye. So if you know who I am and you know me as Justice, you know I'm about to walk into this building and tell you I gotta go. Nobody ever thinks about the victims. Nobody. The victims' lives get turned around when the predators' lives want to just get announced. You slap them on the wrist and you bring up every source of trauma for the victim. But nobody wants to stop and think about that. We're not talking about the victims that are still going through the shit right now with other people who are running to cover their ass and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks, Steve Harvey.
See, y'all, she's naming people that victimize her and other people. Y'all smash the like button for all the victims, y'all. Smash the like button for Allie. Her name is Allie Carter, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. We have to share this, y'all. Share this video, y'all. We have to let people know that they are victims out here of these demonic monsters like Diddy and Denzel's, you guys. Y'all, let's continue.
Are you running? You know what a part of me feels like? You know what? Good, run. Because then you get to see how it feels to have to jump in there, throw everything that you give a damn about away for 2 seconds. Get a moment of peace for not a damn moment. Not a moment of peace. You take it and you run with it because you're happy about the peace. But then you see how it feels when they get shaky. You see how it feels when the world is a little quiet, like, oh, my superstar, my idol. What about the victims? Our PTSD lives on every damn day that they did what they did. But it's only talked about when it's trending. We got legal evidence to drop. I just don't know what's the point. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021, 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
Y'all, I just did a video on Oprah yesterday, you guys. Day before yesterday. Go check that video out. They say Oprah is just as nasty as Diddy, y'all. They say Oprah is disgusting, y'all. She set that school up in Africa allegedly to do the same thing over in Africa. Rex trafficked them girls. She gonna open up a leadership school in Africa and doing the same thing allegedly, y'all. It's terrible, y'all. Let's continue.
I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them. When we went to Colorado for for the A to Z event, we had a lot of legal evidence that we made sure we already had because we knew a list of people were about to get got. You can't run for that long. I'm just shocked we're finally seeing the day. So thank you so much for listening. We got to go and tie up some things, and then we'll be back. But we got to move because we don't want to be sitting ducks. Not that that does anything. It just disturbs our peace one more time, and it's bullshit. I'm not the only one. There are too many victims. Victims that you don't even know their name. Victims that you'll never hear their laugh. Victims that you'll never know who the hell they were because everybody was so busy talking bouncing to their music. Didn't I tell you? Music is a diary. Are you now figuring that out? If you're listening, it's one thing when you hear it and you feel it. When you feel it, you can actually hear it. When you hear it, you can actually feel it. Do you understand that their music is their diary? All these rappers, they're telling you what they did. The music, it's telling you what they did. The comedy and the...
You guys, a lot of this music, if y'all don't know, has subliminal messages, you guys. You know, we listen to this music and we thinking that we saying the words, but really and truly it's hidden messages, you guys. But y'all, let's continue. Because Allie is, she's expressing her feelings and knows what is going on, y'all. Let's continue.
Art is a reflection of life. I got a reflection of life for you. And not that who to give it to, I don't know. And if you're trying to come towards me right now thinking that, hey, maybe she'll testify against what? I don't trust none of you all. Testify against who? Testify against the same corrupt justice system that's not doing a damn thing for anybody?
Let's be clear. You federal prosecutors, you have video surveillance from Diddy's house from 2008. Look in that 2008-2010 span, you'll find her video there. You want to send it over? She'll say, yeah, that's me. Then you can do what you can do, but otherwise we're not messing with you. I don't trust none of y'all. I see what you did to Trump. A lot.
I see what you do to everybody. Everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Ask me if you've ever gotten a fair trial for any damn thing. Is there justice for you? No. Ask me why I'm going by justice right now. Because I understand that. I get it. My bones will never be the same. My heart will never.
You guys, she has been, SADV, Rex traffic. You guys, this girl has been through a lot due to CPS trafficking her to all these people, all these moguls. You guys, it's sad, but let's continue.
Be the same. My soul will never be the same, but I'm still sitting here. So I'll still continue to try to do what I can do. To be a voice for my friends that are no longer here and for the kids who don't have a voice right now while everybody is too busy running towards the adults. Running to comfort grown-ass men that you know are wrong. Everybody, no, not that black man. No, that can't be true. No, he can't be having satanic rituals. No.
And you guys, that's exactly what a lot of people do. Oh, no, that's Denzel. We see him on the TV. Oh, he is a star. Oh, that's Denzel. Have y'all ever invited Denzel to eat at y'all's table? Have y'all ever invited Oprah to sit down and eat at y'all's table? Diddy, Young Jock, any of them perverts? Absolutely not. We only see what they want us to see. This is all coming unfolded and undone because guess what? Cat Williams didn't let the cat out the bag. Jaguar writers let the cat out the bag. And Allie amongst you, a lot of people let the cat out the bag, y'all. And it's going down, y'all. They are going down. But y'all, let's continue.
There's no way. Yeah, there is. And now you see. So now what you gonna do about it? Still, here we are. With everybody, I want evidence, I want evidence. You got it. Now what you gonna do?
Those parties involve children. The media is making it sound like
they don't just involve children. They involve animals. The adults who are swearing up and down, I left at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You shouldn't have been there in the first place.
You shouldn't have been there. And on top of that, if you knew that there were children coming in after a certain hour.
You guys, she's talking about Denzel. Denzel went over there and was arguing with Diddy and then left. Y'all, why did he leave? Y'all trying to save face, y'all. Let's carry on.
Why the hell didn't you say anything until right now, coward? All these people, I knew he was crazy, so you guilty. I told you everybody guilty. You're guilty. Get that shit straight. I don't care who it is that's saying, I left at 1 o'clock in the morning. Because why? Because why? You covered your ass.
Denzel, you a damn liar. Lecrae, you a damn liar.
If you're a YouTuber, do you want to...
Y'all, this is a commercial, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, these people are trying to save face because they scared. They are scared.
And now we're gonna delete like tweets like that's gonna help anybody?
If you guys know, Beyonce is losing, I think they said thousands of followers on Instagram, y'all. People are waking up and seeing what Jay-Z, Beyonce, what Diddy, and all these nasty, Tyra Banks, Oprah, all these nasty people are doing. And y'all, they are waking up, you guys. They are no longer having the wool pulled over their eyes. They're seeing what these monsters are doing to these people. Y'all, this is sad. This is horrific, y'all. But one thing, if you guys don't know, there is a thing called a digital footprint. A digital footprint is basically like a footprint showing where you have went on your phone. Like if you have your cell phone, you went to Amazon, you went to Google, you went to your IG page, you went to your TikTok, you went to YouTube. The feds can pull that stuff back. You can delete it. Like she said, they're deleting their accounts. You know, they're deleting their Instagram posting. Y'all, one thing y'all don't know, and maybe y'all need to be aware of, when y'all have, everybody has a digital footprint. If you have a phone, a device, a laptop, you have a digital footprint. The feds can subpoena that. They can subpoena all the records. Say, hey, let me go. Oh, okay. All of people are on Instagram and they're deleting their Instagram, but the feds will go subpoena IG and say, hey, I need Beyonce's account. I need to know what was deleted, what was in her account, and they can pull those records, you guys. People don't know that, so they can delete all they want to. The feds can pull that stuff back, but let's continue.
No, we cannot run to another country. No, we cannot fake our own death. No, there's nothing we can do but continue to keep on kicking. And at this point, you better make sure that if you go to do something to me or my mama, we've already made that talk.
Don't miss.
Right here. Okay? Because I'm tired of being your puppet. So, we'll post what we need to post soon. We'll be back soon.
You people that are listening, that are angry right now at the things that have gone on to the children, you guys need to rise up and you need to start demanding that all these depositions and information gathering, that needs to be made public. They need to stop hiding that behind closed doors.
Demand the media. Demand from the media, because why are we doing another Epstein? Why are we doing another Epstein? You know damn well Diddy didn't kill himself. Let's just do that now.
You guys, they are saying that Diddy is the Epstein of the music industry, y'all. And y'all, it's disgusting, but really and truly is so many people that are mixed in with his foolishness. I mean, like Oprah, Tyra, they're doing allegedly they're doing a surviving Tyler Perry too, y'all. I just heard about that the other day. Y'all, Denzel, Young Jock, the baby, all these people, you guys, that are listed. She has her proof and evidence, y'all. But let's continue.
We know that. Okay, everybody's clear? Yeah, we know Diddy didn't kill himself.
You need to hold everybody's feet to the fire, and this stuff needs to be transparent. It needs to be seen. There needs to be nothing going on behind closed doors. It needs to be made public.
It's been enough of closed doors. It's been enough. It's been enough since I was even a thought of. It's been enough since I was 3 months old. It's been enough before me. It's been enough after me. It's been enough of the bullshit lies in the closed doors. It's been a fucking enough. Child Protective Services, you next. Where are they getting these?
Y'all, the CPS office is the one who gave busloads of kids to these nasty monsters, y'all. That's who Ali is talking about. The CPS office are dirty. They are allowing these grown people to do these bad things to these children, taking advantage of these kids. Y'all, they are going around taking these kids' innocence. It's sad, y'all, but let's continue.
Supplies of kids? Ask them. I'm sick of covering for everybody. Kill me. I dare you. You tried all my life and I'm still sitting here. That right there proves who my God is. So you can continue because at least I know where I'm going. And when I get there, I can talk to my friends. Really can. I got a bone to pick with Jesus, but I got to tell them, it's fine. It's fine, and yes, my pinky's broken. For those who keep circulating this picture of this girl with a broken pinky, yeah, my pinky's broken. It was broken at 12 years old when I tried to fight back, and that didn't work. So there's a lot of parts of my body that pops and locks and shit because a lot of people started tying me up, and I'm really small. If you've ever met me, I'm really, really small. So people used to use me a lot for baby jobs. So people used to use me a lot for party favors. That party favor that I was on the table, I wore wigs too. So if you want to turn those videos around, I have a wig on for some of those.
Y'all, this is sad. This is terrible. She was wearing a wig, you guys, in one of the videos that was recorded. They were doing, I mean, y'all, it's already bad enough they were recording. Diddy was recording everybody that walked through his threshold. But y'all, they were doing videos and all kind of stuff. Music videos with these kids, y'all. Y'all go look at it. Y'all check the receipts. When we used to watch MTV and BET and all of that, y'all, and then watching them videos, y'all see the kids in there. These are the CPS kids. Unbeknown to us, y'all, but I mean, this is just coming to light for me, even too, y'all, and that's why I'm spreading the word. This is sickening, y'all. This is sickening, y'all. Let's continue.
But yeah, my pinky's broken, and so is my toe pinky. There's a reason for that.
If you're a truther, you need to look up party favor effect as it relates to Diddy's freak-offs.
Wow. Sad.
This is not just one problem. This is decades worth of an issue. You know that, right? Decades. He's one of millions. The party's just been going for forever, and everybody just got there. Hello, and thank you. For those who are like, I've been sitting with you this whole time and I believe you, thank you. You have no idea how much y'all mean to us. There ain't no money there's no price that anybody could put on that to say unconditionally, I believed you since the beginning. Thank you. Because that shit has been my whole entire life. That's all. I don't need any money. I want to go to school.
Y'all, she says she just wants to go to school. Y'all, I reached out to Ali, y'all, and I'm trying to see if she's going to give me an interview. You guys, if I can get an interview, everybody that's in the building, you guys, if I get an interview, I'm going to post it. I'm going to let everybody know ahead of time so you guys can come to that interview, because this is sad and awful. If Ali responds to me and I get an interview, I will do a post early so to let you guys know that I am going to be interviewing her if she accepts my interview, y'all. But I don't know. We got to see. I'm waiting for her to respond to see if she's going to respond, but I will definitely let you guys know. But y'all, let's carry on.
I really want to go to school. It's not even about graduating. It's about the fact that it's the principle of the thing. I can say I did it because all my life I've been illiterate and I've just been a sex slave and I can do all that. No, I could go to school. I could be a grown-ass woman and I am a woman of my word. I'm a choreographer and I love kids even though I can't have kids. So if you have met me in this time, I thank you for spending the time that you have with me. Because now that you see all this stuff on Twitter, and now that you see all this stuff on social media, You've met the real me. You've spent time with the real me. You know that I would do anything to keep a child safe. You know that I would do anything to have some peace. So if you have met me in this time under the name of justice, you now have gotten to know me. So whatever you see on social media, thank you for making that decision to say, I've seen this and I've seen this. And now you can use your brain to see the truth.
Jesus, Jesus,
So,
Jesus.
we'll be live soon. And we'll also be dropping an affidavit soon. I don't know what's supposed to come from that. I don't even care.
Jesus.
It is what it is. So, all insurance holders on standby, please, because I have a feeling this shit is not going to end.
This is so sad, y'all. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Psalms 91 over Allie Carter and all these children, all these victims, you guys. It's just sad. This is horrific. But y'all, let's continue. She's wrapping it up.
I know the drill. We're at the starting line of all kind of bullshit again. Hopefully it's not going to pause. Hopefully we're not going to stop. Hopefully it's not going to be a slap on the wrist and then he kills himself and then he's sitting in the jail cell and everybody goes back to putting their head in the sand. Hopefully people understand that this is not about an election because the election is canceled because everybody is on the list.
Did y'all hear her? She said everybody is on Diddy's list of party people who came to his house for these nasty parties. Everybody's on the list. She just said it. Everybody. And y'all, I have another interview with Allie next, coming up next, you guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I have another interview with Allie and with shocking, shocking information, y'all. It's so sad, so heart-wrenching, you guys. But let's finish this interview and I'm going to go to another interview that I found on her. It is, y'all, this is sad. This is awful, y'all. But let's continue.
Let me tell you something. They make sure in those parties that they have blackmail evidence. So if they go down, they taking everybody down with them. I pray to God that this is the day. I pray to God that this is the time because all the victims deserve some type of justice and it's just a matter of taking accountability and somebody saying, we are fucking sorry that we didn't hear you guys forever ago. There are people who are dead. There are babies who have lost their lives because nobody was listening.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
And now everybody, I want to listen. You are late.
Sad, y'all. Sad.
You're fucking late. I'm glad we're here, but you're late. See y'all soon.
So you guys, if you guys seen that interview, y'all, that was heart-wrenching, you guys. And this next interview that I have with Allie, you guys, it is heart-wrenching too. Y'all may need to get some tissue. Y'all gonna be shocked. Let me tell you, y'all are going to be shocked on what she says in this interview. I've seen she has a lot of stuff. Y'all can Google her name, Allie, A-L-L-Y, Carter, C-A-R-T-E-R. This is so heart-wrenching, you guys. I know that there's probably people in the group chat, our CPS children who, you know, are victims of the CPS system. Y'all, they are saying that, Allie is saying that CPS provided Diddy and all these nasty moguls these kids, y'all. And I was wondering, I was like, where are these kids? Because Diddy's neighbor said that, you know, did he do too much? He got all these kids coming in busloads, minors coming to his house at 3 o'clock in the morning. And his neighbor was rolling by when his mansions were getting busted. And he was saying this to the media. He said, Diddy be doing too much. If I can find the video again, I will play it for you guys. He said that Diddy be doing too much, that there was busloads of minors coming to his house at 3 o'clock in the morning. And the neighbor said when he plays basketball, he looked like a younger black boy, like maybe 25 or something, maybe 25 to 30. He says he goes in his backyard, he plays with his basketball. He says sometimes his basketball goes in Diddy's yard, but he said he leaves it over there. He said he don't even worry about going over there and knocking on the door and trying to get his basketball. He don't care. He said he's not going over there because Diddy be doing too much. He sees the buses loads of kids going over there at 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. It is sad, y'all. It is terrible. But y'all, I'm gonna find this other interview and play it for you guys. If y'all can give me just a second, y'all. This is sad. This is really sad. And these are things, like I said, that I stumbled upon not too long ago, and I'm spreading the word with her because, I mean, she has, I mean, came out and told us so much stuff that, I mean, it's heart-wrenching. But Oprah, oh my goodness, you guys, I've been hearing about Oprah for years and years and years, you guys. It is so sad and it's so devastating. Let me see this, this interview. Hold on just a second, y'all. It is sad and devastating, you guys. You guys smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button for Ali Carter, y'all. That was so heart-wrenching. And all these people, all these babies that are in CPS. Y'all, it's sad. It is sad, you guys. It is so sad and heart-wrenching to see that. It's really sad, you guys. It's really sad. It is really, really sad. And if you guys know anybody that has been traumatized, are victims of this situation with Diddy, you guys, I'm working with a therapist, and that this therapist is willing to take on some of these cases because there's going to be a lot of therapy needed for these people like Ali. You know, there are therapeutic services that are needed. But you guys, my email is thelounge8385@gmail.com. If you guys know anybody that are victims to this Diddy situation with the minors, or with the, you know, sex trafficking victims, or whoever, y'all send me an email and I will send it over to the therapist that I am working with, that I'm doing referrals for. And I will definitely give the names to this therapist, and they will be able to vet and see if, you know, they are able to help them. But you guys, this is sad. But y'all, here is another deep heart-wrenching interview with Ali, you guys. And y'all, it is so sad, but I want to spread the word because people are not knowing. I mean, I barely stumbled upon this, and I'm like, this is so sad. Like, this is heart-wrenching, y'all. I mean, I can imagine the kids that are right now, today, Friday, at this time, y'all, that are going through these type of things, y'all. It's so heart-wrenching. There's a lot of people who are even older that know that how it is being in the system as a child and what these people are going through. But y'all, it is so heart-wrenching. Y'all smash the like button for these babies, for these victims, you guys, of this traumatic situation. But y'all, we are going to do another video with Ali Carter, and this is sad. I'm just giving you guys a heads up and a fair warning. This is another awful interview with Ali, you guys. But y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. It's really sad, you guys. Awful. I mean, so awful and devastating. But y'all, let's go.
And everybody is so worried about the elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler, and we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that, but what you should be worried about is the people that are in between.
So sad, y'all. Y'all gotta listen. This is terrible. Terrible, y'all. Sad. But y'all pay attention. It's really, shocking information, y'all. Shocking. So this is an interview with Ali. She's another interview. Ali Carter. It's another interview.
In July of 2020, you came out on Instagram. You couldn't bottle it up anymore. You made claims about Barack Obama and Joe Biden that shocked the world. How did it get there? Take us through your story.
Well, you know, as young as I remember, I've been trafficked through many elite places. I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, still under the custody of Child Protective Services, the child welfare system. It went from trap houses in your everyday neighborhood of Moreno Valley, California, and Los Angeles County, strip clubs, and into Hollywood elite parties. There was never a time of peace in my life. And I remember very clearly since 4 years old, there was never a time of peace in my life. It's been ongoing.
Who started all of this? I mean, your mother originally. And then who carried on? How did you end up in Buckingham Palace and underneath the Getty Museum and alongside some of these household names that I just mentioned?
When I was a child, there was many things that went on in the home. I tried to talk. I tried to let people know. Child Protective Services were called constantly since I was 3 months old. By the time I turned 13, I had enough of being raped and beaten and tortured behind rocks on La Salle in Moreno Valley, California. I had enough of going through dealing with my mother's boyfriends. She was nothing of a mother. But I had enough of dealing with them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had enough of being the favorite out of the girls. And I couldn't take anymore, so I tried to kill myself. When I turned 13, CPS came into the picture. I was put into mental hospitals.
Y'all, she has been through a lot, y'all, and this is her testimony, y'all. This is awful. Let's continue.
And then finally, I was put into foster care. I thought things would be over from there. I thought it would be fine. And then after all of that, I started thinking that I was talking to someone online, but everybody knew me before I knew them. I was trafficked by a pimp who claimed to be 27 years old, and he was not. I found many passports, many different birth dates for him in his wallet. And when I told CPS this, they put him down as a 27-year-old boyfriend, and he was a 27-year-old trafficker that was going in and out of my homes, paying off my foster parents, and taking me to Hollywood elite parties over and out of the country, which is, you would think, would be where the FBI would have stepped in. I was letting my social workers know, and they told me to stay quiet. They told me that if I told anybody else, that I would be shipped off to Arizona and no one would ever find me again. So...
Can you guys, I mean, I can believe what she's saying. I'm telling y'all, these people don't want to be dealing with no kids. But the reason why kids act out, you guys, because there's something going on with them. This girl was sex trafficked among all these elite people. So, of course, she's not going to be like, you know, trustworthy to try to tell one of them what's going on, because they already know what's going on. It's all a game, y'all. They are all on the same agenda. They all, you know, essaying these, DVing these babies, y'all. Let's continue.
You know, at one point, you learn that you have to deal with what you have to deal with when the people in authority are not there to help you. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between. The people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing, what Amber Alert did you receive? How many times do you receive an Amber Alert every year? And if you think about that, how many children are coming up in your face that have been tortured and abused like this? It exists and it's real. And
Yes, it is, you guys. And I hear stories all the time, not with just Allie, you guys. I hear stories all the time with these people who are just nasty and horrific, all on the news. If you guys don't know, if you guys remember Amanda Berry, remember the lady, the girl that was in Ohio, it was 2 or 3 girls with Amanda Berry, and the crazy man got, kidnapped them when they were like in middle school, I believe, elementary and middle school. He kept them in a dungeon underneath in the basement for 10 years, you guys, on chains and shackles. And then once Amanda Berry was able to scream out to a neighbor, he came over there, y'all, and they were shocked to see that they were still alive, you guys. This guy was holding Amanda Berry and other, like 1 or 2 other girls hostage for 10 years. 10 years with chains and stuff. Sleeping in there on chains and stuff. And y'all, it was sad, but these things happen, and people need to understand. Because that guy, he said, I went over there and barbecued with that man, not even knowing that there was girls in his basement. I sat down and talked to him. And I did not know he had these girls in his basement, y'all. This stuff is real, y'all. It's real. Let's continue.
And people don't want to face it. It happens in your schools every day as your grave diggers, your trash men. Everybody is involved, but everybody is looking at the top, and that's just a small percentage. And you really need to look at the people in between.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand and to know. And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
No, because everybody is complicit. Everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department. It is underground tunnels. There's a whole world. It's a different way of life. There's every source of transportation. When I met Joe Biden, I was rushed through many celebrities. Half of them I did not know. It didn't faze me to see them. It didn't. Some of them were actually very conceited and cocky that I didn't know who they were. Underground, under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, there are many tunnels. Again, there's a way of transportation. There's every single way of transportation under the ground. I was sold to Joe Biden.
Y'all, this is terrible, but y'all, I'm telling you, this is sad. It's shocking, but it's so sad. But let's continue.
Multiple times. Sometimes people don't talk about it, because when you don't talk about it, it makes it okay. When you don't talk about it, it makes you bury it. When you don't talk about it, it's easier, and it kills that part of you. I was sold for blowjobs. I was sold for sex. There is many people who trade to eat, beat, and rape children under the ground. I have many friends that I've lost, and I have many people that I've met that didn't make it, that refer to me as a traitor.
Jesus.
And that's because they're still dealing with this right now to this day.
Yes, there are millions just like me. There are millions worse off than me. There are millions that people cut off their limbs so they don't fight them back when they rape them. There are millions that they take pleasure in draining their blood and using it as a source of a fountain of youth. People have many sick fetishes, and the Hollywood elite, we sign their paychecks. We sign all of their paychecks. Every single day, this.
Y'all, she is so true. There's the people in Hollywood with the nasty, dirty fetishes, you guys, and we do sign their paychecks. When we take our tails over there to the movies to watch their movies, y'all, are we not paying however much it is to get in the movie, which is money that they make off of us seeing the movie? Y'all, this is what she is saying. We are paying for them, and they're doing this nasty, awful thing with the money that we pay for these movies to see, y'all. It's disgusting. Y'all, let's continue.
When you stream their music, when you buy something from their brands, we sign their paychecks. And these are the people that have put something in your face and made you want to believe that you are the ones that are responsible to make them look the way they look. Their image is not what you think it is.
Absolutely.
They're sick, evil people.
So true.
This is something that has only recently become accepted by a large amount of people. Until now, a lot of people would look at you, Allie Carter, and say, you're crazy. Mm-hmm. And is that what these people at CPS held over your head and said, you're going to go to Arizona? You keep talking crazy like this. We're very concerned about your mental health. Is the gaslighting something that they did to try to make you doubt your own experiences, your own personal knowledge of what it was that was going on, the horrific tragedy that you were experiencing? I mean, is that what they would do? Is that the tactics?
Yes, I was taught pain is pleasure. I was taught that you do not speak unless you're spoken to. I was taught that as a foster care kid, you have nothing but what's in your trash bag that you carry from home to home when you're evicted from foster home to foster home. I was then over.
Y'all, that is so sad when she's evicted from foster home to foster home. This is so sad. This is so horrific, you guys. But this is stuff that's going on here in the United States on our own soil, y'all. It is sad. But let's continue.
19 high schools in 1 year. I never stayed in a place longer than a month. I was never in a home. I was moved all around because nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. The California Ombudsman was contacted. My foster mother, that is now my adopted mother, I'm adopted now, she went to everyone. She went to the police. She went to the California Ombudsman. She went to private investigators. She talked to judges, attorneys, lawyers. She went to everyone, and everyone shut her down. There was no help whatsoever, and she was made out to be the crazy one. I was made out to be the crazy one. I was a high-risk kid. I was moved from foster.
You guys, this always happens. Just like those people in Hollywood, Britney Spears. Remember, they took her children away and they made her dad be like over her estate and stuff like that. When she really wasn't crazy, it was just for them trying to take her money and make her look like she was crazy. Every time a victim goes and tries to file a police report, tries to state the facts on what happened with these victimizers victimizing these victims, y'all, they make it seem like the victim is the problem when they're not even doing nothing to the victimizers, y'all. It's sad, but y'all, let's continue.
Foster homes to level 14 lockdown group homes. And every single time something happened, every single time I came in with cracked ribs, with bruises, with bites, with rape kits, beyond rape kits, no one did anything. I went from shelter to shelter, from CPS report to CPS report. And CPS is your cover-up. CPS is corrupt. CPS buys and sells and trades children. That is their major facade. There are some good social workers out there. And there are some social workers that know that they cannot speak on things, they cannot do certain things, and they have to abide by certain rules. Because if you don't, you will be abused too. Just like there is in the Brotherhood Freemason Cops. There is a secret society in the Freemason Cops as well. We are not safe. We have been threatened, harassed, stalked, and hunted down because I mentioned that I was trafficked under the Getty Museum. I have so much evidence. I have so much information, but I don't know who to give it to, and I don't know who to honestly talk to because there's nothing that have come of it. I don't know if Trump is going to do something because that's the only reason why I do have something to believe in Trump, because he has given money to trafficking organizations, but 501c3s are cover-ups too.
See, she said Trump was giving money to these organizations, y'all. They are funding this sex trafficking of these kids, y'all. It's crazy. Let's continue.
So what exactly and where exactly is this money going, and is there any really help? Because there's not, while we're out here, there has been our gate have been, our house has been broken into, I'm sorry. Our animals have been killed. We have been away from our home for a year. We can't go back without police coming out and asking us where we have been. We have been stopped and pulled over in 8 states without a ticket, without a warning, and without any logical reason. They just want to know where our car is, what time that we'll be back, where are we parked, and how long will we be out, and how much money do we have. This is not normal. And everybody knows that something is wrong.
So when you say that Trump has given money to trafficking organizations, you mean organizations that fight trafficking, right?
Human trafficking.
I just want to make sure that I understand that. He's not participating in funding human sex trafficking.
No, that's not what I believe, and no, that is not what I've ever heard.
Okay, so she's saying that Trump wasn't associated with funding. Okay, for this is for against it. Let me rewind that, because I thought she was saying that Trump was giving the money to fund it, but I think fund it to help fight against it. Let's see what she says.
Not normal, and everybody knows that something is wrong.
So when you say that Trump has given money to trafficking organizations, you mean organizations that fight trafficking, right?
Human trafficking.
I just want to make sure that I am.
Okay, she said Trump gives money to organizations to help fight trafficking. So she doesn't believe Trump is associated with this trafficking stuff. Okay, I got it. Okay, y'all, let's carry on.
Understand that. He's not participating in funding human sex trafficking.
No, that's not what I believe, and no, that is not what I've ever heard. I believe that Trump has done something because he is the only president that has mentioned it, and Trump is the only person that I haven't seen.
Oh, y'all heard that? Trump is the only one that she has not seen, y'all. And Trump is the one fighting it, you guys. Okay, so Trump is not in with this these shenanigans. Okay, y'all. Okay, let's continue.
To be honest with you.
So firsthand, these people were in a room with you and they raped you. I mean, there's no other, I want to be absolutely 100% candid. Barack Obama, yes. Joe Biden, these people raped you. And you say that you have these mountains of evidence that nobody wants to look at. What evidence do you have?
We have police reports, we have rape kits, we have information, we have videos, we have so much. But again, there's so much that I can't put completely out there, and I have mountains of it.
Wow.
But I do understand that when I was 16, I ran away from CPS. This is how I escaped. I was auctioned to Russia. I knew that if I went to Russia with this man that I would not come back and I would die. So I ran away and I hid for a year. I did what I had to do, and I can't say exactly what I had to do because it would put some people in danger. But I'm here and I'm alive. During this time, my pimp sent fake FBI to homes to interrogate, to disrupt the neighborhood. But when the suspects that they thought were the ones that were guilty and called them back, they didn't want anything. They didn't want to talk. They just wanted to see exactly where I was. It didn't end from there. It hasn't ended at all. I'm 27 years old now, and it should be done, because if this was just about sex, if this was just about money, this would be over. But this is not what this is about. MK Ultra exists. DID exists. This hell exists.
Explain that for people who.
Wow. Okay, y'all. I'm glad to see that she's saying at least Trump is not the one that is funding these organizations. Trump is funding the organization, the Rex trafficking, against the Rex trafficking, not funding it for to be in this debacle with where it says Biden and Obama. So Trump is not with this stuff, with doing this. As far as she says, she hasn't even met him or seen him, y'all. So okay, so let's continue.
Who don't understand what that really means. So what is this really all about?
This is all about power and control. MK Ultra is a mind control programming. It happens to Hollywood elites. It is happening right now to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, many celebrities just like them. but nobody understands and nobody knows because it's a part of control. It's like someone has the remote to someone's life, and no one knows who's pushing the buttons. Dissociative identity disorder happens when you have nowhere to go with the trauma, when you have nowhere to go with the pain. So your mind splits and shatters into a million pieces, but those are people that have had to take a part of the pain and do what they have to do to stay alive.
So a lot of your detractors, skeptics, would say Allie Carter waited until July of 2020 to come out with all of this on Instagram. That was conveniently just before a highly contested hot presidential election. This is a political hit job. That's all this is. To those people, what do you say?
Human sex trafficking, human child trafficking is not an argument. It's not a political issue. It's not a religious issue. It's not a sexual orientation. It is a humanity issue. There are children that are black, white, blue, green. There is no one that needs to have an argument about this conversation. This is a humanity issue that everybody needs to move for.
Have any authorities looked underneath the Getty Museum? Has anybody investigated your claims about tunnels being there or anywhere else? Will anybody go underground? Have you shown them the door? Have you shown them how to get there?
I've tried to talk to people, and they told me they will make sure that I stay silent. Everybody covers this up. Everyone covers everything up. But it's not just the Getty. It is underground in your schools. It is underground in your cemeteries. It is underground every day where you walk on.
Who's manufacturing, who's building, who's creating these tunnels?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
That's what I have no idea. I do not know who's at the top.
Wow, it's crazy, y'all.
Do people that work at the schools, do they know that they're there? Do the teachers know?
Yes, the school is complicit. Your teachers are complicit. When I was trafficked through...
You guys, if you guys don't know, people in those positions like teachers, counselors and stuff, if they know of a child getting, abused or SADV'd or whatever, it is their duty to go and report that, y'all. But are they paid to the teachers? Are they paid hush money too? Y'all, this is sad, y'all. Let's continue.
Throughout my high schools and my time in foster care, my teachers signed me in and out of school. There was the automated service that gives you a call that lets you know that your students are tardy. They were making sure that I was present in my classes, but I was dropped off at school. I was picked up by my pimp. I was returned before the bus got back, and I was placed back in my foster home, or I would not go to school for the day. It was brought to the attention of my SROs. It was brought to the attention of the guidance counselors, and they are all complicit. They all know what's going on.
Wow, crazy.
And it is reported.
And it was reported and then completely ignored.
It is reported and it is documented by social workers.
Wow, that's sickening, y'all.
So the law enforcement agencies that are ignoring this, why are they doing that? Why are cops and investigators and federal agents, why are they ignoring your claims, your victimization, the crimes against you?
Because they're customers. They're all customers. Again, everybody is so worried about the top Hollywood elite, but you should be worried about the people that sit next to you every day. They are complicit. Your local police are complicit.
All of them?
They're customers. All of them. They're customers. There are some good cops. There are some good cops, but they're very far and few in between.
And so those good cops that know about what you have going on, are they unwilling to do anything about it because the majority of them that surround them are involved and that they could lose their jobs?
They could lose their jobs. They could be threatened for the rest of their lives. They could be hunted, stalked, and harassed just as much as the Freemason Brotherhood cops do to everyone else. What they do to one, they will do to everyone else.
Well, the best thing that you can do, obviously, is get this out as far and as wide as possible. I mean, I think that is probably the best form of protection for you and for anybody else. And now that this is out there on a national platform, I mean, I just don't see any reason why somebody should not be investigating and exposing these tunnels that we have all heard about and that have raised eyebrows in this community now since the beginning of the Trump presidency. when you're right, the attention was directed, the eyes were opened up in this way during that presidency, as in were opened in a lot of other things as well. But nothing is more horrific, nothing is more important than stopping child sex trafficking. That has to be done. This has to be exposed. Our children are our most precious gifts from God. And we must protect them by any means necessary. And everybody involved needs to be exposed. And that's why I'm asking about celebrity names, power.
Y'all, we got over 2,000 people in the building. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get 2,000 likes, y'all. Let's get 2,000 likes. Yes, y'all, let's like up the live. I'm going to continue.
Powerful elites, politicians. That's why we need, these people need to be exposed, because these are the people that we are supposed to be able to run to help us to handle the cops and the garbage man and the school lunch cafeteria aide. Those are the people that need to be arrested. But who do we go to?
Exactly. And that's what it worries me every day. I know there's no justice for me. I accepted that a while ago. I can't have kids of my own. I understand that there's a lot that I will probably never.
Y'all, it's sad for her to say that she cannot have kids of her own. I don't know her medical condition, but you guys, I wonder if what she's been through with the sex trafficking, if you guys, these grown men, you know, did all this to her, and that's a result of her not having any children, of her bearing any children at all. Y'all, that's sad, but y'all, let's continue.
Probably never be able to have, including my childhood. I don't have any pictures. I don't have any pictures of me as a baby. I have pictures of me from 14 up, in the worst moments and in the worst ways. I just want peace, because this is not about a sexual experience. This is not about just cash. This is about something else, and it's deeper than that, because this is decades of tactics. This is decades of issues. These are decades of problems. Satanic ritual abuse exists. Human sex trafficking exists. Organ harvesting exists all over the place. The black market exists. Humans, babies, children, 4-year-olds, 6-year-olds are having their bodies sliced open and used as human suitcases over the border. I have been trafficked over the border.
Wow.
Those babies are moved as if they're still alive. They put clothes on them, they sit them up, and they use them until their bodies cannot be used anymore. This is not just about sex, because after your body is used for sex, your organs are used for organ harvesting and selling on the black market, which goes to your hospitals. You wonder why a heart costs so much.
Y'all, she is telling, oh my goodness, she's speaking so much truth. And you guys, if y'all don't know, y'all, there was a case of a Georgia high schooler. He was on the wrestling team, and all of a sudden he ended up unalived and rolled up in a mat. Come to find out, when they did the autopsy, y'all, they took his organs. So did they unalive him to take his organs? Y'all, this stuff is sad, but Ali is telling the truth, y'all. We got to open our eyes, pull the wool from over our eyes, you guys. We got to pay attention and take heed to stories like this, because people will put stuff on TV and make us think that they are awesome people, when y'all, in the really behind the curtain, it is demonic and black dark entities that reside, behind the curtain, y'all. But let's continue.
You wonder why a liver or a kidney costs so much. And because of that, you can go to Mexico and you can get it for a little bit cheaper, and you wonder why. There is so much going on, and this is decades and decades of tactics that people need to wake up to and do something about, because, again, our authority is not going to do it.
Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. This is so sad. And y'all, I had to bring it to you guys because I could not believe this. It's so sad. It is awful. Y'all, this was so sad. I had to bring it to y'all. I mean, y'all, Ali is coming out and telling her story for the past couple of years. Y'all, if you guys have not seen her, she's all over social media. You put her name in Google. She's all over. Like, you could just put her name, Ali, Ally, Carter, Carter, and y'all, she is all over the internet. You guys can find her story everywhere over the internet. She is there. You will be able to find her TikToks, I think she has IG, like all those social media platforms. She's telling her story, y'all, because this stuff is true. I mean, if you guys even have children, maybe a niece or nephew that is in CPS care, you guys, it is awful, you guys. It is so heart-wrenching. Y'all, if you guys know anybody that has been a victim of Diddy's, whether it be the minor children at that time that they were victimized by Diddy and all these Denzels and, Oprah, Tyra Banks and all these awful people in Hollywood. I am linked up with a therapist, and this therapist is willing to help and, provide services and vet these victims for trauma services, because they're going to need therapy. There's a lot of therapy that's going to be needed from these for these victims, you guys. But y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to share all of this with you guys. I wanted to bring it to you guys because a lot of people are unaware of these stories like Allie's, Jaguar Rights. They are like Cat Williams was telling, stuff that's going on in Hollywood. They are telling us what really is going on, y'all. And it's for us to do our own research and do the due diligence to see what's really going on. Because y'all, I mean, anybody can go and turn on a camera and really, put on a front and a facade, but really and truly when the cameras stop rolling and we hear things like this, that they are, getting kids from the CPS office and that you guys, that they are being raped and, essayed and DV'd by Diddy's and by, young jocks and by Denzels, y'all, it's sad. And Oprah's and y'all, it's sad. It is sad. My heart goes out to all of the victims, all of these people, whether they were minors or whether they were adults, y'all. It's sad because they didn't sign up for this program. They didn't sign up to be DV'd, essayed, abused, and, just all these awful things, you guys. It's really sad. It's really heart-wrenching. But y'all, I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys, and I hope you guys share it with as many people as you guys can, because these are the things, the times have come, and it's time for change. 2024, like Cat Williams said, is the year of the reckoning, you guys. And it's time, it's up for all of them. These people are running scared. They're putting these lawsuits on them. They're paying them according to the Busby law firm in Houston. Some of them people are even paying before the lawsuits are able to be filed because they're guilty, and they're running scared because they know that once they do that, the feds are going to come and get them too. But it's only a matter of time. The laws and the rules apply to everybody, no matter if you're in Hollywood or not, or in the ghetto. It doesn't matter what end of the spectrum you're on, the low end all the way to the high end. Rules are for everyone. It does not say that you are obsolete because you have X amount of dollars or because of your status, y'all. It should apply to everyone, and everybody should be treated the same way. And that's why Diddy is in the MDC where he needs to be, because all of the stuff that he is alleged to do. But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all, thank you guys for those who sent the super chats in. Thank you for supporting the channel, you guys. And you guys, we did it again, y'all. Lead with love, peace, and tranquility, you guys. And I will see you guys on the next live. Bye.